Meet our boy Ju In-gong. His parents literally named him protagonist in Korean. Talk about some high expectations right out the gate. The homies never let him live it down, but our boy doesn't care. He was born to be the main character of his own story. He's at the shop to pick up the legendary remake, Night Saga Ray. His buddy hooked him up with a copy before they all sold out. Check out that box art. This isn't just a game, it's a masterpiece that defined a generation of RPG fans. In the original, you've got Locke, the human hero, your typical goody-two-shoes protagonist ready to save the world. Then there's Zephyr, the Demon King's eldest son. This guy is pure edge and raw power, absolute cold vibes from him. Our boy has cleared this game 10 times. He knows every secret, every quest, and every cheese strategy in the book. But this time, it's in full VR. Imagine the immersion. He's ready to dive into the world he knows like the back of his hand. He rushes home like a kid on Christmas. When you're a pro gamer, a new release is basically a national holiday. The setup is complete. It's time to see if the remake lives up to the legendary hype of the original. Headset on, world off, he's about to enter the digital realm. Little does he know this won't be a normal gaming session. The chip clicks in. That sound is the universal signal for it's about to go down. He says he'll only play for 8 hours. Yeah, sure. We all know that one more hour lie gamers tell themselves. The world dissolves into light. He's crossing the threshold. This is the moment every gamer dreams of. Wait, what? He wakes up in a yurt. This isn't the starting town. Something is seriously off with this remake. He catches a glimpse of himself and freaks out. Pointy ears, silver hair, who the heck is he playing as? Someone's outside. This doesn't feel like a scripted cutscene. It feels way too real. An absolute unit of an orc bursts through the curtain. Look at the size of this guy. Definitely not a friendly NPC. Our boy is stunned. He's praising the graphics while an orc is staring him down. True gamer priorities right there. The orc is actually talking to him, and it's not some canned dialogue. The realism is starting to get a little scary. The orc's name is Karak. He's acting like they've been buddies for years. Our boy is just trying to keep up. Prince Shutra, that's the name Karak keeps using. Our boy realizes he's in the body of someone totally unknown. Shutra Ignas, the 9th son of the Demon King. A character that didn't even exist in the original game. The plot has already thickened. Time for the ultimate gamer move. When in doubt, open the status window and see what we're working with. Boom, status screen is live. Level 1 class protagonist. It's official, the game is on and our boy is the star. 5 points in every stat, that's trash. Even the NPCs are out here flexing more strength than him. This is going to be a struggle. Wait, hold up, protagonist setting adjustment. That sounds like a straight-up cheat code. Now we're finally cooking with some gas. Look at that smirk. Our boy realizes he can rewrite the script. If the game is rigged, you might as well just change the rules. Karak breaks the daydream. Time to get moving. No time for planning when a squad of orcs is ready to march. Shutra steps out of the tent, and man, the scale of this world is hitting him like a freight train. It's huge. Look at his face, he is absolutely shook. This isn't a game anymore, this is real life and it is incredibly loud. An entire battalion of orcs. The atmosphere is heavy. This isn't a camping trip, it's a full-blown military operation in the demon realm. He asks Karak what the deal is. It feels like they're prepping for a total war. The tension is thick enough to cut. Wiping out the Scarlet Lightning tribe, our boy's eyes are about to fall out. Talk about a brutal first mission for a level 1. Where's the tutorial? He's getting thrown straight into a bloodbath. The game devs really chose maximum violence for his first day. The lore drops, tribal uprisings and sibling rivalry. Shutra's got to survive against his own family and the rebels. No pressure, right? Only 10 people for a war. He's panicking until Karak clarifies it's just a patrol. Bro, his heart can't take these sudden jumps. Karak is giving him the side-eye. Our boy is acting super sus right now, but who wouldn't be in his shoes? Gamer mode activated. He reaches out for the UI, looking for that sweet, sweet advantage to give him an edge. The minimap, every pro knows you can't carry a game without a map. Now he can see the world like a master chessboard. Bingo, a hidden path. Our boy knows a secret event when he sees one. This is where the op items are hiding. Karak is following the standard slow-as-hell route, total NPC move. Our boy isn't about that boring life anymore. He calls out to the squad, "Follow me." He's taking charge now, leading these beefy orcs into the unknown wilderness. The squad heads into the dense woods. It's a weird sight, one tiny prince leading a pack of literal green monsters. Karek looks like he's questioning his life choices. Is the prince actually lost, or is he cooking something special? They reach the jagged cliffs. This hidden path is definitely not on the standard map. Our boy is really going for it. He's nervous, but he's locked in. Time to see if this secret event makes him a god or gets him absolutely wrecked. Bingo, the crew finds a massive stone door hidden deep in the woods. You know what that means, treasure time. The heavy stone gates groan open. You just know something legendary or incredibly dangerous is waiting behind there. The big orc is impressed, asking if Kshatriya is a mage. Our boy is too busy huffing to even answer. Reality check, level 1 stats are total trash. Kshatriya realizes he needs a serious buff if he wants to survive. Hold up that golden light, our boy is finally getting the break he deserves. Is this a miracle? Kshatriya's face says it all. He wasn't expecting a massive power surge in the middle of a forest hike. Boom, level up, the system is literally rewarding him just for walking. We absolutely love to see it. He's literally leveling up from cardio. That's some peak protagonist energy right there. No grinding required, just vibes. Check those stats, +2 to everything and extra skill points. This growth rate is absolutely cracked and op. Kshatriya snaps back to reality. The level up high is great, but there's still serious loot to be grabbed. The orc's like, bro, quit daydreaming and let's move. Duty calls even for a rising demon prince. He's feeling much better now. Having a meat shield squad definitely beats going into a dark dungeon solo. Plot armor level 1. The system is literally codifying his status as the MC, talk about a cheat code. Heading into the dwarf caves. Lore drop, the dwarves left behind more than just empty, dusty halls here. Jackpot, they hit a mountain of treasure and high-tier gear. It's like early access Christmas in a cave. The orcs are losing their minds over these weapons. Finally, some gear that isn't rusty garbage from the barracks. Our boy stands back, letting the mobs do the heavy lifting while he eyes the real prizes carefully. The system is being a total hater, saying his stats are too low for the good gear. Rude. Too weak to use them? Fine. But that doesn't mean he isn't going to pocket every single one. One touch is all it takes. This magic inventory system is about to get filled with high-grade loot. Yoink, into the inventory it goes. Why carry heavy steel when you can just digitalize your treasure? Wait, a radar, the system just gave him a minimap upgrade. No one is sneaking up on him now. Kshatriya not taking any chances, he tells everyone to back off. Look at him taking command like a real prince. A crack in the air, that's never a good sign. Something nasty is trying to tear its way through. Boom, the ground is shattering. These shockwaves are no joke. This isn't some low-level tutorial anymore. Enter General Kaichin of the Scarlet Lightning tribe. This guy looks like he eats princes for breakfast. Total trash vibes. Kaichin is a savage ordering a total massacre. He really thinks he's the main character of this ambush. It's total chaos, blood is flying everywhere. These mobs are actually putting in work and it's getting messy. Amidst the slaughter, our boy stands firm. He's got a sword in hand and a plan in his head, probably. Gamer brain activated, he realizes he's gotta steal some kills for that sweet EXP, leveling up his life. Sneak level 100, Kshatriya's moving in while the big guys are distracted. Classic kill-stealing strategy. He goes for the strike. Hey, that's our boy jumping straight into the thick of it. Are you serious? The sword snapped. That's what happens when you use budget gear in a high-level zone. And now he's got a massive red monster breathing down his neck. Kshatriya, buddy, you're in deep trouble. Time for the secret technique. Nigrundyo, he's running for his life and honestly, same. Disaster, he catches his foot on a rock. Of all the times to trip, why now? Faceplant, he's eating dirt while a monster is literally right behind him. This is peak stress. 1 HP, bro, he is literally one tap away from meeting his ancestors. The panic is real. The monster is closing the gap. This guy is relentless. He wants that prince-flavored snack. Kshatriya's screaming, and we can't even blame him. 1 HP is basically a death sentence in this world. Clang, a massive weapon blocks the strike. Who's the absolute legend saving our boy's life? It's Karek, the big man himself steps in, telling the prince to move. Talk about a reliable bro. Karek is a beast, holding back the red mob with pure strength. This is what a real tank looks like. Kshatriya's hands won't stop shaking. It's hitting him now. This isn't just a game. One mistake and it's over. He's spamming the menu button like crazy, but this world isn't letting him out that easy. Scary stuff. Check the stats, no skills. Are you kidding me? He started with absolutely nothing but a fancy title. The panic really sets in when he realizes there's no log out button. Welcome to your new permanent reality. Trapped in a war zone with zero powers, this is the ultimate hard mode start for our boy. Here comes the neighborhood bully. This red demon is radiating some seriously bad vibes and purple energy. Look at that grin, this guy is living for the slaughter. He's definitely not here for a friendly chat. Boom, that's some massive AoE damage. He's trying to wipe the whole map in one swing. Our boy's life is flashing before his eyes. He's definitely not ready for the game over screen yet. Direct hit, that's gotta hurt. The art doesn't hold back on showing how wrecked Kshatriya just got. HP, is that even possible without dying? He's hanging on by a literal thread of plot armor right now. Welcome to the void. Is this heaven or just the game's version of a very dark loading screen? He's losing it, thinking he's dead before the story even starts. Relax, Kshatriya, you're the MC. Fated existence, now we're talking. The universe is finally giving our boy a break and a destiny. Hello, goddess, she's giving him the ultimate cheat code, conquer and rule. Talk about a massive promotion. Back to reality with a flash. Time to see if that divine intervention actually worked or if it was a dream. The battle is still raging. These guys are really going at it while our boy was having a vision. The battlefield is a total mess of red trash mobs and ogres. These fodder demons really think they can just swarm our allies. Not on my watch. Look at this arrogant trash walking through the smoke. He thinks he's already won the day. Ignorant or just stupid, this demon's got a big mouth. Can't wait for Kshatriya to shut it for good. He orders the kill like he's already won. Typical mid-boss behavior. Talk is cheap when you're about to get wrecked by the MC. Boom, our boy Kshatriya steps out of the light looking absolutely cold. The villain's face says it all, he's shaking in his boots. System notification time, telekinesis acquired. Our boy is out here picking up high-tier skills just by standing around. Talk about built different. Even Kshatriya's confused. When did I learn this? Who cares when you're this op? Just enjoy the free power-up, my guy. Knight of Conquest, a subclass that wasn't even in the original game. He's literally rewriting the source code of this world as he goes. The villain is losing his mind, screaming for his mobs to kill the prince. Too late, pal, the hype train has already left the station. The orcs see their prince and their morale hits 100 instantly. That's the power of a true leader. They're locked in now. The squad rallies, protect the prince. They aren't just soldiers anymore, they're a literal wall of muscle. It's about to get loud. Kshatriya's just vibing in the center of the storm. He's looking at his broken sword and realizing he doesn't even need it anymore. He realizes Knight of Conquest is a secret class. The system is basically handing him the keys to the kingdom. Time to use them. He feels it, the power of a true king. The spells are just echoing in his head. He's ascending to a whole new level. Total money shot, Kshatriya slams the ground and activates his new skill. Under the king's banner, this is the definition of badass. Check that buff, everyone in his range is getting juiced up. He's not just a fighter, he's the ultimate support and carry. The orcs are feeling the juice. My strength is overflowing. They're about to turn these red demons into literal red paste. Sweep them up, the juiced up allies are charging in and it's a total massacre. These trash mobs never stood a chance. Look at that impact, one punch and that demon's soul is leaving its body. This is what happens when you follow a king. The villain is glitching out, he can't understand how a few words from a kid turn the tide. It's called being a protagonist, look it up. This is absurd. Yeah, cry about it, fodder leader, you're watching a legend in the making. Your time in this story is officially over. And there he is, standing like a total boss in the back while his squad does all the heavy lifting. Aura on point. Our boy Kshatriya looks cold as ice. The villain finally realizes he picked a fight with the wrong prince. It's over for you. Desperate move, the mage throws out a last-ditch spell, but we all know it's way too late for a comeback. Check those eyes, that's the gaze of a main character who's already calculated your entire funeral. No escape now. Karak is a total beast. He's tearing through the opposition like they're made of wet paper, pure, unadulterated power. The synergy is off the charts. Our boy and his general are becoming the most terrifying duo in the demon realm. Kshatriya gives the order and Karak launches himself like a literal missile. Say goodnight to that loudmouth mage. The mage starts begging for his life. Classic villain behavior. Too bad Kshatriya doesn't show mercy to trash like this. Booms, that mage just got deleted. No more fireballs for you, buddy. Welcome to the floor. The survivors are booking it. They realize staying means certain death. but Shutra isn't letting a single one escape. Check out that sweet system reward. The general's merits are for his king, basically free XP for our boy. Triple level up, Shutra is farming these mobs like a pro gamer. The gains are absolutely insane. Even Shutra is stunned by the speed. At this rate, he'll be the strongest demon prince in record time. Karak is feeling the power surge through his veins. He's never felt this strong, and he's definitely loving the rush. You can see it in his eyes. He's realizing he made the best choice following the weak 9th prince. He looks at Shutra with total respect now. That's how you earn true loyalty in this cutthroat world. Karak's no fool. He knows all this god-tier power is coming straight from Shutra's mysterious and op influence. Night falls on the camp, but things are about to get way more serious for our protagonist. The classic Ice Guy panic, no logout button, this just went from a fun game to a high-stakes survival horror. Calm down, Shutra, deep breaths. Panicking won't bring back the menu or save your life right now. Possibility 1, a critical bug in the real world. Annoying, but maybe the devs will patch it soon. Possibility 2, this isn't a game at all, it's reality. And in this world, death is permanent and final. Everything looks exactly like the game, but the vibes are way too detailed. This is that Isekai life for real. The NPCs aren't just reading scripts, they're living lives. That's when things start getting way too spooky for comfort. Our boy checks the downstairs equipment to see if there's mosaic censorship. Nope, it's all real. Bro is truly dedicated to the science. The realization hits hard. If this is another world, one mistake means permanent lights out, no more game over screens. But hey, silver lining, he's not a trash mob like an orc or an ogre. He's a prince. Talk about a golden spoon start. Enter Karak, the big green bodyguard. He's popping in at the worst time possible while our boy is mid-panic. Karak is looking dead serious. He's not here for small talk, he's got that warrior energy written all over him. Wait, we're outside now, a sparring match in the middle of the night. Karak isn't wasting any time testing the boss. Karak wants to know if his leader is actually a badass or just a pampered prince. The pressure is on. Our boy gets a practice sword tossed his way. He's looking at it like he's never held a stick in his life. Karak says he'll hold back. That's fighter speak for I'm about to wreck you but I won't kill you. Shutra gets that spicy look in his eyes. He's reminding Karak that he's still the prince, so he better show some respect. He charges in with zero fear. Look at our boy go, he's actually taking the initiative against this unit of an orc. Karak is just standing there like a brick wall. He's unimpressed and ready to counterattack at any second. Shutra swings, but it's a total whiff. Karak didn't even have to move. Talk about a skill gap, bro. He's trying his best, flailing that sword around, but Karak is just giving him the silent treatment. Pure disrespect. The orc is literally bored. Look at that face. He's wondering if he should just go back to bed at this point. Bam, Karak delivers a reality check straight to the ribs. Our boy just got sent flying into the next chapter. Shutra is eating dirt, groaning in pain. Karak actually looks a bit worried now, maybe he held back a bit too little. Ding, the system comes through. He just acquired basic swordsmanship after getting bodied. Talk about an unusual way to level up. Shutra is stunned. He didn't practice, he just got hit. He's realizing his cheat code is way weirder than he thought. Lightbulb moment, he realizes he learned skills by experiencing the attacks. If pain is power, our boy is about to become a masochistic god. Karak tries to call it a day and go eat, but our boy has zero chill. He isn't done yet. Look at that smirk, Shutra is locked in. He's telling this orc that the real training starts right now. He charges back in with zero hesitation. The movement is already looking cleaner. He's a natural-born badass. Steel on steel, the sparks are flying as Shutra matches the orc's power. He's actually holding his own. Karak is starting to sweat. He can feel the difference. Our boy isn't just flailing anymore, he's calculated. The orc is confused as hell. How can someone go from total trash to a sword master in 10 minutes? A high-speed clash, the art is popping off as Shutra dances around the orc's heavy strikes. The landing is perfect. He's got that main character energy flowing through his veins now. Smug Shutra is the best Shutra. He knows he's cooking and he wants the orc to acknowledge the greatness. He asks for Karak's level. The orc says he's 21. That's a massive gap, but our boy isn't worried. Shutra is only level 7, but with his cheats, he knows he'll be eclipsing that level 21 in no time. In this world, everyone else has to use weird spells just to check their level. Total scrub behavior. But our boy, he has a full HUD. He can see every stat and distribute points like it's a sandbox game. Back to the grind, he takes to the air, showing off some crazy verticality. Karek is struggling to keep up. Strike from above, he's using the terrain and his agility to keep the big guy guessing. The realization hits, he's not just getting stronger, he's becoming the most dangerous man in the realm. His growth rate is absolutely broken. While others crawl, he's sprinting toward the top of the food chain. Flashback to the game lore. The Night Saga Demon arc is no joke, it's basically a bloodbath. This guy Zephyr is a straight menace. He literally stands on a mountain of bodies to claim the crown. In the original story, Zephyr murders every single one of his siblings. That includes our boy Shutra. It's year 512. The massacre happens in 517, 5 years to gear up or get wrecked. The clock is ticking. The goal is simple, become more of a monster than Zephyr before the deadline hits. Let the speedrun begin. Suddenly this beefy orc guard shows up. Prince Shutra has been missing and people are starting to notice. A meeting MC's social calendar is filling up faster than his XP bar. Time to play the part. He looks a little stressed, but hey, when you're reborn as a demon prince, every day is a high-stakes gamble. Check out the camp, this isn't some low-budget party, we're talking full-scale military vibes here. Our boy takes his seat looking like he's about to be scolded by his parents. The tension is real. Look at these two sitting there like they own the place. These are the heavy hitters of the family. Meet Chris Moonlight, the 7th prince, massive muscles and a smirk that says he knows he's a badass. And Caitlin Moonlight, the 8th princess, cold, beautiful, and probably deadlier than she looks. Chris is acting surprisingly chill, telling Shutra to just use their names. Big bro energy right there. These two are the lycanthrope queen's kids. In the original game, they were absolute units and total headaches to deal with. But here's the kicker, in the original timeline these two are doomed. Zephyr doesn't do family reunions. They're destined to die a year before the massacre. The lore in this game is darker than a dungeon. Apparently, Caitlin's birth secret makes her a prime target for the other siblings. Being royalty is a trap. Caitlin starts grilling Shutra for fighting without a plan. She's got that I'm not mad, just disappointed vibe. Our boy is confused, since when do demon siblings care if you get wrecked in a fight? She's actually checking him for injuries. This is wholesome content we didn't see coming. You're the weakest, so stop acting tough. Ouch, talk about a reality check, but she's just worried. MC is genuinely baffled. This demon family is way more functional than the game's manual suggested. Chris jumps in too, threatening a real scolding if he does it again. These guys are actually ride or die. Shutra realizes these two might be his first real allies. This changes everything for his survival plan. The gears are turning. If he can bridge the gap between them, they might actually stand a chance. Lycanthropes and Aura go hand in hand. MC is already eyeing their power system like a buffet, power-up incoming. Our boy doesn't beat around the bush. He looks Chris dead in the eye with a favor to ask. Chris has no idea what's coming. Look at those puppy eyes. Big bro, teach me Aura. He's playing the cute card to get those god-tier skills. Who could say no? And they're broken. Chris and Caitlin look like they just saw a ghost. Aura isn't exactly a beginner's hobby, Shutra. Suddenly we cut away from tea time to the front lines. The vibe just got a lot darker. Battle is in the air. The atmosphere changes instantly. You can hear the chaos brewing over those dark peaks. This isn't a training exercise anymore. Boom, total carnage. These poor mobs are getting absolutely obliterated in the opening salvo. Welcome to the real war. It's a full-on war zone out here, red versus green, and trust me, nobody is playing nice. Explosions for everyone. This absolute unit is just carving through the fodder. Pure, unadulterated demon strength on display. He's a walking lawnmower. The red mobs are charging in, screaming their heads off. They're basically just background noise for the real powerhouses. Oof, that's gotta hurt. The animation on these hits is brutal. No respawns for these trash mobs. Another one bites the dust. These guys are getting wrecked left and right. It's a bloodbath out there. Look at that sinister grin. You know someone's having the time of their life in the middle of all this death. Despair is the only thing left for these guys. They realized way too late that they stepped into the wrong neighborhood. A massive beam just levels the entire field. This isn't a skirmish, it's a straight-up execution, absolutely cold. The boss man is barking orders, promising rewards for blood. Classic villain motivation, but it definitely gets the troops hyped. Here come the greens. Orcs, ogres, whatever they are, they're looking for a fight and they're bringing the heat. Another massive explosion rocks the earth. The scale of this fight is insane. This is peak manhwa action right here. Wait, where are we? Kshatra's suddenly in a void. Is this a dream or did the system just glitch out? Whoa, who is SHE? White hair, heterochromia, and an aura that screams god tier. She's definitely not your average NPC. Shadowy figures are creeping up on our boy. This isn't looking good. Is he being hunted in his own mind? Look at these designs, fire hair, skull armor, and a hooded mage. Even as a pro gamer, Kshatra doesn't recognize these legends. She's right behind him. The tension is peaking. Is our boy about to get a massive lore dump or a fight for his life? Before he can even ask for her name, he gets blinded by a flash. Wakey wakey, prince. Kshatra wakes up in his bed, staring at the ceiling like he just saw the meaning of life. Deep breaths, bro. He's questioning if it was all a dream, but honestly, that vision felt way too real to be random. Jump scare, Carrack is right in his face, checking if the boss is still alive. My heart almost stopped. Kshatra's soul almost left his body, but Carrack just shrugs it off. You seem fine, he says, classic Carrack. The orc is genuinely confused why Kshatra basically begged the princess to beat him up earlier. It looked crazy. But wait for it, something is shifting. A glow starts radiating from our boy. Is this what I think it is? Boom, level up, he unlocked Aura LV1 just from taking a beating. That's some high IQ grinding right there. Carrack is skeptical, asking if getting smacked is the secret to power. Kshatra's like, hey, if it works, it works. He finally admits the truth. That burst of energy during the battle wasn't a fluke. It was all him, baby. Time for a status report. Kshatra wants to know what he missed while he was busy napping. Turns out the main army cleaned up the rest of the lightning tribe while he was out cold. Easy work. Kshatra's surprised. He thought they were the only ones sent on this mission. So who's the heavy hitter? The name of the leader, General Bandal, and Kshatra's eyes just lit up with pure greed. I smell a plan. Bandal is a legendary beast. In the original timeline, he was the backbone of the rival's elite army. Our boy realizes this is his chance to change history. He's about to pull off a massive talent heist. In the game, Bandal doesn't join Zephyr for years. Right now, he's a free agent up for grabs. Look at that smirk. Kshatra is planning to steal Zephyr's best soldier right from under his nose. Absolutely cold. Kshatra knows the guy's favorite food, his hobbies, and his talents. He's got the ultimate cheat sheet for recruitment. Only catch, Bandal only follows the strong. You gotta beat him in a duel first. Time to train hard. Our boy is locked in. Bandal doesn't know it yet, but his soul basically belongs to Kshatra now. Back at camp, Chris and Kaitlin are losing it. Aura expulsion in a day, our boy is officially a cheat code. Kshatra's just chilling like, yeah, I'm just built different. Total pro gamer move, dumping all his points into Aura. Who needs telekinesis when Aura buffs every single physical stat? That's the real meta for a future king. Look at this guy's face. He's totally baffled, trying to blame genetics because he can't admit Kshatra is a straight-up beast. Now they want him to draw an underground map. Man, they're really putting the kid to work today. He's like, sure, let me check my built-in GPS. Minimap power is basically a legal cheat code for exploration. The map he draws is cleaner and more detailed than anything they've ever seen. Absolute god-tier precision. Genius status confirmed. Even the big guy has to give it up for our boy's insane skills. With Kshatra's intel, an ambush is finally on the table. They're about to wreck some unsuspecting mobs. Wait, one more favor. They're really milking our boy's special abilities for all they're worth. Youngest child problems. He's stuck on boring patrol duty while the others do the heavy lifting. Rough. At least he's got a squad of beefy orcs to back him up. Reinforcements are always a win in this world. Hold up, who's that lurking in the shadows? Someone's definitely keeping an eye on our boy's progress. It's Big Sis caught red-handed wearing a hood. She really thinks she's being subtle right now. She's like, SHH, don't blow my cover, while standing right in the open. Sis, we can see you. Protective sister mode is fully activated. She's following him in secret just in case things get messy. She wants him to take all the credit for the mission. Kshatra knows she's being a total sweetheart. New ally unlocked, meet Sarah the adjutant. It's always good to have more firepower on the team. The squad heads out into the mountains. The atmosphere is getting serious as they approach the mission site. Time to dive into the caves. You know, some crazy loot or a big boss is waiting in the dark. Empty caves, that's some trash tier luck. The dwarves really cleaned this place out before leaving. Even the orcs are confused. If there's no shiny treasure, what are they even doing down here? Deeper into the dark they go. Stay sharp because something tells me we're not alone in here. Karak's ears are twitching. He senses movement. Our boy Shutra hears it too. The vibe just went from 0 to 100. Shutra checks the minimap and yikes, that is a lot of red dots. We're being surrounded and it's about to get messy. Time to open the inventory. When you're an op gamer, you always keep the right tools for the job. A flash spell, our boy is a genius. He knew he'd need this light bomb for some cave-dwelling trash. Everyone eyes shut on my signal. Shutra is taking command like a boss. Karak's confused, but he's following orders. The scuttling sound is getting louder. It's like 1,000 fingernails on a chalkboard. Pure nightmare fuel. Look at all those glowing red eyes. Whatever's in there, it's hungry, it's ugly, and there's a whole lot of them. Stone spiders. These things are the definition of annoying, paralyzing poison, and they always jump you in packs. Now close your eyes, Shutra screams the command. It's showtime, baby. He lobs the flash bottle like a pro. That thing is a one-way ticket to blindness town for these bugs. The bottle shatters and boom, the darkness is deleted. That is one hell of a bright light. Total whiteout. These spiders have spent their whole lives in the dark, so this is literal torture for them. The spiders are shrieking in agony. Their eyes are fried. Talk about a rude awakening. Shutra explains the strategy. Light is their kryptonite. Now he gives the order to slaughter every last one of them. The orcs charge. Look at that energy. They've been itching for a fight, and these spiders are just target practice now. It's a bug-squashing festival. The orcs are absolutely wrecking these pests while they're still reeling from the flash. No mercy for the creepy crawlies. The squad is carving through them like a hot knife through butter. Pure satisfaction. Shutra stands calm in the center of the carnage. He's the tactical mastermind making this look way too easy. But wait, he's checking the map again. The small fries are dealt with, but the big prize is still lurking. There it is, the alpha. Every group has a leader, and Shutra just pinpointed the boss of this nest. Karak on me, we're going for the head. Shutra is hunting for those boss-level XP drops now. They dive back into the fray, cutting a path straight toward the main event. Let's see if this boss can handle the heat. Karak's charging in like a literal freight train while Shutra keeps pace. These two are a duo you definitely don't want to mess with. And there she is, the Earth Spider boss. Look at the size of that thing. It's basically a walking mountain with too many eyes. Karak doesn't wait for an invite. He leaps into the air, ready to deliver a massive orc-style smash to that creepy crawler. Boom, Karak lands a heavy hit, but wait, something's not right. That sound wasn't the crunch we were hoping for. Look at Karak's face, total disbelief. His axe just bounced off that spider like it was hitting solid diamond. This spider's exoskeleton is absolutely cracked. You could swing at this thing all day with a normal weapon and get nowhere. Shutra realizes his mistake. Brute force isn't the play here. He's gotta remember his game knowledge if they're gonna survive this. The spider's weak to fire, but Shutra's magic levels are still in the gutter. Talk about a tough spot. The boss isn't giving them a timeout. It lunges at Karak with those massive, jagged legs. Watch out, big guy. That's a whole lot of nightmare fuel right there. One bite from that thing and it's game over for real. Shutra's shouting for fire, but Karak's just an orc warrior. He's like, bro, I hit things with axes, I don't breathe fire. Enter the big sister. Chris tells Shutra to raise his sword. She's about to turn this fight up to 11. Whoosh, Shutra's sword explodes into a literal pillar of fire. Now that is what I call a power-up. Our boy is absolutely stunned. He didn't know his sword could look that badass. Sister Chris is really the MVP right now. Chris is standing there looking like a total boss herself. She's providing the heat, now Shutra just needs to finish it. No more running, Shutra charges straight at the beast with his newly flaming blade. It's time for some roasted spider. Look at that cold gaze, Shutra is locked in. He's about to show this bug why you don't mess with the 9th prince. Crack, the flaming blade slices right through that impenetrable armor like it's warm butter. That's the power of a smart element match. He's diving deep into the strike. Shutra isn't just hitting it, he's trying to split this monster in half. Burning blade, the skill is as flashy as it is deadly. The spider is getting cooked from the inside out. Total incineration, the entire boss is engulfed in flames. That's one way to clear out a pest problem. Look at Shutra standing tall as the smoke clears. Total badass energy, one boss down, many more to go, what a carry. But wait, something's happening. The glow is different this time. Is it what I think it is? Ding, double level up, we love to see those gains. Our boy is growing faster than a middle schooler on a growth spurt. Level 9, baby, check those stats. Everything is perfectly balanced at 21. It's like he's building the ultimate meta character. Chris is low-key freaked out by the light show. Shutra, you good, what was that massive flash? Shutra pulls the "oh, it's just a blessing" card. Sure bro, keep your gamer secrets, we see you. He tells her he learned to fight from books. Yeah right, the book of playing this game for 1,000 hours more like. The orc big bro spots something ahead. Time for some legendary loot or a hidden boss fight. A massive, ancient-looking door hidden deep in the cave. You just know there's some crazy stuff behind this thing. The squad rolls in, this place is huge. Definitely not your average goblin den, this is a real dungeon. Shutra's eyes go wide, he's seen this exact layout before, memory lane hitting hard. A town portal, now we're talking. This is some high-level convenience and world building right here. The orc is clueless, but Shutra's brain is already working overtime. He's trying his best to play it cool. He recognizes the pattern immediately. It's dwarven style, this cave is full of ancient surprises. Internal monologue time, he never saw this as the demon Zephyr, only as the hero. The plot is thickening. Just inject some mana and, presto, our boy knows exactly how to trigger the old-school tech. He calls it out as a portal. Chris is skeptical, but when has our boy ever been wrong? Sarah and Chris are already thinking ahead, trying to figure out where this glowing path leads. Big Guy finds some writing on the wall. Environmental storytelling is the best part of any RPG. The crew gathers around. It's time for a group translation project. Definitely not the common demon language. It's ancient dwarven script, pure and simple. Chris asks the orc if he can read it. Bro, he's an orc, his specialty is wrecking things. Sarah's a no-go too. Everyone's looking at Shutra now. Can our boy pull another book knowledge miracle out of his hat? Our boy is setting the stage, acting all humble before he drops a request that's absolutely wild. He wants the beast god fist art. Bro, that's not just a request, that's a whole power-up demand. Chris is looking at him like he's grown a second head. You don't just ask for the royal family's secret sauce. Shutra explains his logic. Weapons are for later, but techniques are forever. He's thinking 3 steps ahead as usual. We're talking S-rank, legendary martial arts here. If he masters this, it's game over for the trash villains. Wait, he actually said yes. Chris is basically handing over the keys to the kingdom. Talk about protagonist luck. Even if it's just the aura and not the secret text, this is still a massive level up. Shutra's hyped. The vibes in this room are immaculate. They're treating him like one of their own now. Power of friendship is real. Chris officially claims him as a brother. That's a deep bond, man. Our boy just gained a tier 1 tank. Shutra's a bit surprised. In his old life, family was probably a mess, but here, it's different. Look at that focus. He knows how much this means. This isn't just a game anymore, these are his people. He accepts the deal with a grin. He's building an army of elites, and Chris is the first big piece. Handshake of the century. This alliance is going to shake the entire demon realm. RIP to anyone in their way. Teamwork makes the dream work. Shutra's got his squad, and they're ready to start wrecking shop. System notification pops up, it's official. The Moonlight siblings are now locked in. Let the conquest begin. Shift to the Scarlet Lightning tribe. Looks like a typical grunt camp, but something feels off. Just a bunch of orcs and demons hanging around, probably thinking they're the kings of the hill. Clueless. This guy's grinning like he's already won. He's definitely the annoying mid-boss type who needs a reality check. Who's that tied up and looking rough? Wait, I recognize that silhouette. Is that royalty? It's Princess Felicia. She's been captured and is being held in a magic circle. Time for a rescue mission. Shutra's checking his stats, but something's off. His charisma is lagging. Even the system is trying to nerf our boy's riz. That's just disrespectful. He's trying to figure out why the stats aren't scaling. Usually being a prince comes with maxed out charm, but this game has its own rules. In the original game, looks and charm were separate. Look at these two, Zephyr and Locke, acting like they're the only stars of the show. But forget them, Shutra's already level 9. He's grinding hard and he's almost at that double-digit milestone. The power-up is coming, boys. In the OG game, level 10 is where the magic happens. Skills evolve and you become a total beast. Shutra wants that smoke. The orcs are ready to roll. No more math and menus, it's time to get back to the real world and show off that power. Look at that face, he knows he's about to wreck some lives. Everything is prepped and the mission is officially a go. The orcs are noticing the vibe. Kshatra's looking way too cheerful for someone going into a fight. That's that final boss energy right there. Stepping out of the yurt like a boss. The whole camp is waiting for the word. It's time for the march to begin. Look at this squad, an entire army of green-skinned absolute units. Imagine seeing this coming at your front door. Instant surrender, bro. Kshatra's eyes are glowing with that main character intent. He's focused, he's ready, and he's definitely not taking any prisoners today. The scenery is god tier. We're deep in the mountains now, heading straight for the villain's doorstep. The atmosphere is getting heavy. They found it, a dark, creepy cave entrance. You just know there's some high-level trash waiting inside for a beatdown. Absolute mayhem, the orcs and werewolves are clashing. It's a total mosh pit of steel and teeth. This is what we came for. They've reached the inner sanctum. The big ornate doors are right there. You know what that means, boss room time. Kshatra pulls up with the elite squad. The drip on these demons is insane. They look like they're about to drop the hardest album. The brainiacs are analyzing the portal. We need the intel before we dive in head first. Can't go in blind even if we are op. Confirmed, this portal leads straight to the Eska River. These bad guys were using it for some serious logistics. Smart, but not enough. The Wolf Mage says it's all systems go. Dwarven tech is built different, sturdy, and reliable, perfect for a quick invasion. Our blonde-haired beast is ready. He's got that evil grin that says he hasn't hit anything in at least 20 minutes. The portal is lighting up. That blue energy is looking clean. It's time to hop through and surprise these red orc losers. Look at that scale, that portal is massive. We're heading straight to the Jishka Mountains. Get ready, things are about to get wild. Kshatra is geeking out. Seeing a real gate is way different than seeing it on a screen. No time for sightseeing. The squad is already moving, so keep up, kid, adventure awaits. The whole crew is stepping into the unknown. Look at that lineup, pure power on display. Target spotted, that's a massive encampment just waiting to be wrecked by our boy. Chris is feeling confident, everything is going according to plan, at least for now. 5,000 troops, that's a lot of potential XP just waiting down there for us. The play is simple, distract them from the front, then burn their food stores from behind. Savage. Hold up, even the elf girl senses something's off. It's way too quiet for an army camp. Something's definitely wrong, the camp is way too empty. Where did the main force disappear to? Our boy hears it first, that unmistakable sound of steel clashing and battle cries in the distance. Time for a vision upgrade. Chris tells Kshatra to focus his aura for that Hawkeye view. Look at those eyes, our boy is locking on like a predator. Nothing escapes his sight now. Total chaos, someone is already trading blows with the enemy out there, who's stealing our glory. The pros are totally confused. This battle wasn't supposed to happen on today's schedule at all. Kshatra realizes the scale is way too small. This isn't a war, it's a messy skirmish. Whoever is fighting is absolutely shredding those red mobs. That's pure, unadulterated destruction. A silver-haired warrior. She's moving like a total badass on the field, cutting through trash easily. Kshatra calls it Dark Elves, and they brought their Dracos for the ride. This just got interesting. Princess Caitlin and the others are stunned. Dark Elves riding Dracos, that's some high-level cavalry right there. They're retreating, Chris shouts. It looks like the main force is pulling back after a quick hit and run. Man, they're moving fast. It's like their commander gave the signal to bail the moment things got hot. Chris is scratching his head. The fight's over before it even really started. Talk about a blue ball moment. Kshatra got his thinking cap on. This doesn't match his game knowledge at all. The plot is definitely warping. Sunset at the camp, time for a debrief. The atmosphere is heavy even after a victory. Enter General Bandal via hologram. This big guy is the real deal, and he's heard the news about the portal. He's singing Chris's praises. As expected of the third prince, Bandal loves a winner. But Chris is a total bro. He points right at Kshatra and says, nah, it was all this guy. Bandal is impressed. He promises Kshatra a massive reward once they get back to the castle. Ka-ching. They transition to the messy stuff. That small skirmish near the Lightning Tribe's camp is a big problem. Bandal drops the bomb. It was the Dark Elves. They decided to go Leroy Jenkins on the enemy. Chris is confused. Why wouldn't they wait for the main army? Total lack of discipline, man. We have a bigger issue, Bandal says. Whenever a general says that, you know things just got expensive. The Dark Elf leader got captured by the Scarlet Lightning bastards. Talk about an embarrassing L for an elite unit. Shutra asks the million-dollar question, who exactly is this commander who can't stay out of a cage? Bandal's smirk says it all, oh you know her very well, ninth prince. Reveal time, it's the sixth princess, Felicia Doomblade. Look at that aura, she's basically a walking danger sign. Shutra recalls her from the game. She was a major enemy back then, part of a rival faction trying to end him. Our boy is wondering if she's just here to sabotage his mission or steal his credit. Siblings, am I right? Chris is worried. If those Lightning Tribe savages find out she's a princess, the ransom is going to be insane. Bandal isn't sure if they've figured it out yet, but they can't take any chances. The mission is clear, no negotiations unless they talk first. It's time to go save a sister who might hate his guts. Look at that face, Chris has zero intention of playing nice. He's got that final boss energy turned up to 11 right now. Bandal heads out to gather more intel. Our boy and the crew need to be ready to move the moment the word drops. The hologram cuts out. Now it's just the siblings and you can practically taste the tension in the room. This ain't gonna be pretty. Chris starts roasting Felicia immediately, calling her the brilliant older sister while she's stuck in a cage. That's cold even for a demon. Caitlin is the only one with a heart here, insisting they save her. Chris, he's acting like it's a chore he doesn't want to do. Chris warns that a rescue mission could cost them too many men. He's playing the logic card, but it feels like he's just being petty. Caitlin isn't having any of it. She shouts him down, reminding him that Felicia is family. Girl is ready to throw hands for her sister. Chris just stares back cold as ice. He doesn't care about feelings when there's a war to win. This guy is a total savage. Our boy Shutra steps in. He knows they can't afford a fallout right before the big raid. Time for some MC-level mediation. Shutra keeps his cool, observing the power dynamic. He's the glue holding this chaotic royal family together right now. Cut to the Beastmen camp. These guys look tough, but they have no idea our overpowered squad is already planning their funeral. Back in the war room, Chris lays it out. No complex nonsense, just a direct strike. I love a plan that involves maximum violence. The map shows the move. Bandal draws them out, then we hit him where it hurts. Classic pincer move, let's see if they can pull it off. Our boy and Caitlin are getting their own squads. Shutra is finally moving up in the world, leading troops into the heart of the base. Shutra double-checks the goal. It's a rescue mission, but Chris adds burning their supplies to the list. Guy really wants to wreck their day. Chris drops the hammer. If it gets too dangerous, they bail. He's not losing a whole unit for one reckless princess. Brutal honesty right there. Caitlin is fuming, but Chris shuts her down. He's the commander, and in the demon realm, the rank speaks louder than blood. Our boy is sensing some major red flags. Chris is way too willing to leave Felicia behind. Is there some hidden beef we don't know about? Shutra realizes Chris is basically treating this as a side quest. He's totally focused on the tribe, not his own sister. That's suspicious, bro. Under the blood-red night sky, the tension lingers. Our boy knows that when the fighting starts, he'll be the one who has to decide. GO time, the Beastmen warriors are hyped and ready to tear through the Scarlet Lightning bastards. This is where the real fun begins. Chris looks down from the cliff like a god of war. The stage is set, the blades are out, and someone is about to get wrecked. From this height, the enemy camp looks like a target just waiting to be hit. The vibes are pure, cold anticipation. It's the quiet before the storm. Those guards have no idea their peaceful night is about to become a literal nightmare. That's the look of a man about to press delete on an entire battalion. Cold as ice and twice as sharp. Boom, the fireworks start early. The first wave of explosions is absolutely wrecking the front lines of the enemy camp. Total carnage, fam. The red orcs are getting tossed around like ragdolls. This isn't a fight anymore, it's an eviction. Here comes the countercharge. The red commander isn't going down without a scrap, leading his boys right into the mouth of the fire. Look at this meathead screaming, "Kill them all," like he's actually got a chance. Spoiler alert, he definitely doesn't. Meanwhile, our boy Shutra is playing it cool. His lieutenant's itchy for a fight, but Shutra knows that timing is everything. The main brawl is popping off. It's a chaotic mess of green and red, just absolute orc-on-orc violence in the trenches. Every panel is just more mayhem. These guys are swinging for the fences, but they're just thinning each other out for our benefit. The battlefield is a chaotic disaster zone, exactly how our boy likes it before he swoops in to steal the whole show. The red commander is starting to realize something's gone horribly wrong. That "oh crap" realization is hitting him hard. Everyone retreat. Yeah, run for it, boys. When the fire starts licking your heels, it's definitely time to ghost. The camp is a complete inferno. The distraction worked perfectly, and now the real game is finally about to begin. Finally, the signal, the boss on the hill gives the word. It's time for the real heavy hitters to move in. Our boy Kshatriya is locked in. No mistakes, just perfection. He's following the plan to a T while everyone else panics. Charge, the real powerhouses hit the field, and you already know it's about to be a total massacre. These fodder mobs are shook. They thought they were fighting one war, and now a whole new problem just dropped on them. Absolute destruction. The allied forces are tearing through the remnants of the camp like a hot knife through butter. Chris is looking out for our boy, but Kshatriya's already in the zone. They're a dynamic duo of pure, unadulterated badassery. Kshatriya pulls up his gamer HUD. He's not just fighting, he's managing the whole battlefield like an absolute pro. Target acquired, he's diving straight for the food storage, starving the enemy out. That's a high-level pro gamer move right there. Karek is absolutely losing it. This guy's bloodlust is through the roof. Kill them all, talk about a hype man. Pure chaos on the battlefield. The animation is smooth as butter while these mobs get absolutely wrecked. This red meathead thinks he's him, throwing a haymaker like he's in a boxing match. Sit down. Sniped, Kshatriya isn't just a prince, he's a professional marksman now. That dagger hit was clean. Boom, skill unlocked, dagger throwing. This is what happens when you have a literal cheat code for a soul. Look at that smirk, he knows he's the main character. That I'm about to ruin these guys' career face is iconic. Karek is flabbergasted. Kshatriya's like, I just tossed a knife last night bro, no biggie, flex of the century. Target locked, the food storage is right there. Time to pull the ultimate it's lit moment. Brain blast, Kshatriya realizes he might accidentally roast his sister if he starts the fire too early. Oops. Map hack engaged again, scanning for the princess like she's a rare spawn in an RPG. Follow me, Kshatriya's leading the way with total confidence. He's navigating this camp like he built it himself. And there she is, 6th Princess Felicia Doomblade. The art team really popped off on her design, she's top tier. No time for a family reunion, Kshatriya's busy breaking the magical chains. Safety first, chat later. Look at that calculating gaze, he isn't just saving her for love, he's farming reputation points. Big brain moves only. Time to bounce, they're making a break for it while the camp is still in shambles. Felicia is shook, she can't believe the siblings she looked down on actually showed up to save her. Felicia is still trying to process the rescue situation, but she's looking stressed as heck. Things are definitely not going to plan. Karek cuts the talk short because the trash mobs are back for round 2. The timing is always terrible. Kshatriya takes charge again. Move it, Felicia, he's the one calling the shots now, the power dynamic just shifted. Felicia is shook, she's like, since when do you use my first name? Bro is moving fast in more ways than one. No time for flirting though, Kshatriya charges into the chaos. He's got that main character energy dialed up to 11. Felicia screams out a warning, there's a sneak attack coming from behind. Watch out, Kshatriya. Boom, a direct hit right to the chest. Some coward hit him with a massive blast of fire. That's gotta hurt. Our boy is coughing up blood. It's looking grim, fam. Did he really just get wrecked by a cheap shot? The flames are engulfing everything. The trash mobs are probably celebrating, thinking they finally took down the prince. It's a literal inferno. There's no way anyone survives being at the center of that, right? Felicia is absolutely devastated. Look at that face, she really thinks our boy is toast. The mobs don't give a damn about her feelings, though. They're already moving in to finish her off while she's distracted. She snaps back into it, ready to go down swinging. She's got heart, you gotta give her that. Whoa, what was that? A massive explosion of light and mana just erupted from where Kshatriya was standing. The smoke is clearing and everyone is stunned. You can feel the hype building, something big is coming. System notification, mana control and fire arrow acquired. Kshatriya is standing there looking absolutely cold with that flaming bow. Look at that smirk, he didn't just survive, he used their own fire to power up. That's our boy for you. He lets fly a fire arrow and kaboom, he's turning these trash mobs into literal charcoal. He's grinning like a madman now. He's finally got the power he needs to play this game for real. He's raining down fire like a one-man artillery squad. The orcs don't stand a chance against this level of op magic. Direct hits everywhere. These guys thought they were the predators, but Kshatriya just turned them into prey. Kshatriya is loving this. This is real magic, he says. It's a whole different game when you can actually fight back. Even at level 1, he's wrecking the entire battlefield. Imagine when he actually hits level 100, it's over for the demon realm. But wait, what the heck? A massive blast of ice just crashed down out of nowhere. Ice in the middle of an inferno. It looks like a new player just joined the server and they're bringing the cold. Some trash archer thinks he's got a clear shot. Bro, you're just target practice for our boy. Aim better next time. Shutra realizes the target isn't him, it's Felicia. He's panicking, but he's gotta move fast to protect his sister. He screams for her to stay back, trying to be the hero. But Felicia isn't your average damsel in distress. Felicia looks stunned. Is she impressed by his bravery or just wondering what this little brat is actually thinking? Volley of ice spikes incoming, Shutra is raining down death from above. This art is god tier, look at those shards. That look in his eyes, he's locked in. When our boy gets this serious, people start dying, no more games. This one's mine, he's claiming the MVP spot right now. You love to see that main character energy. Kaboom, a massive ice explosion clears the field. That's what I call a money shot, pure carnage. New skill unlocked, Ice Arrow. Shutra is out here grinding levels and collecting skills in the middle of a warzone. Wait, our boy is looking a little shaky. Did he overdo it with the mana? The toll of being badass is heavy. Disaster, Shutra gets tagged and hits the dirt hard. Even the goats have bad days, that's gotta sting. 13 HP left, that's the critical danger zone. One more tick and it's a game over screen for our boy. He's gritting his teeth, realizing he almost threw the whole run. Stay focused, Shutra, you can't die here. Enter Felicia, looking absolutely disappointed in him. She's not even breaking a sweat while he's dying. Who asked you to save me? The roast is real, she's not buying his hero act at all, sis is cold. She's calling him the weakest sibling while he's literally bleeding out. Talk about sibling rivalry at its finest. Shutra looks back at the tower and realizes she already cleared the trash mobs. When did she even move? She took down a whole mage unit while he was struggling. Felicia is absolutely up. Our boy is lagging behind. Ouch, she just rips the shard out of his chest. No anesthesia, no warning, just straight tough love. Brutal. Our boy is seeing stars now. That's one way to heal someone, I guess. Shutra's soul is leaving his body. A flash of light. Is she actually healing him or just finishing what the enemy started? Felicia's running the show. Shutra's wound is literally closing up in seconds. Talk about a top-tier healer, this is game-changing. Boom, new skill unlocked, Heal LV1. Our boy is just collecting abilities like Pokémon at this point. Love to see it. Felicia's checking if he can stand. He almost spills the beans about his blood system. Keep it cool, man. Uh-oh, that roar sounds like trouble with a capital T. The atmosphere just got a lot heavier. Look at this absolute unit. A blood ogre just crashed the party and he looks absolutely hungry for destruction. Mutated species, great, just what we needed when we're trying to make a clean getaway. This isn't good. This beast is pure rage and muscle. Our boy is wondering how they're even supposed to scratch that absolute mountain. The ground is literally shattering under its weight. This guy is the definition of a powerhouse. Watch out. Shutra shook. How is something that massive moving with that much speed? That's just cheating, bro. Felicia wants him to buy time while she preps a big one. Shutra's like, with what my good looks. Another massive shockwave, they're getting tossed around like ragdolls. This ogre is playing no games. Fine, time to play the tank. Even if Shutra doesn't even know what aggro means, he's going for it. Our boy calls in the reinforcements. Karek, it's time to show them why you're the baddest orc around. Shutra's diving into the inventory. It's time for some strategic gear swapping to even the odds. The dwarven dagger is coming out. This thing is small, but it's about to make a huge difference. He's activating a skill. The aura is looking absolutely legendary right now. Here comes the turnaround. Under the king's banner, it's buff time for Karek. Look at that golden light, power level is rising. Karek is feeling the power surge through him. He looks ready to bench press a mountain right now. That's the face of a guy who's about to end someone's whole career. Let's get it, Karek. The blood ogre is stunned. He didn't expect the little guy to have a bodyguard this tough and fast. Karek's closing the distance with that massive cleaver. No fear, just pure orc energy and raw power. Clash, the impact is insane. Karek is actually going toe-to-toe with that monster. What a beast. No breathing room for the weak. The pressure is insane. Shutra's tactics are just on another level. Another massive blow, the ground is literally shaking. This isn't even a fight anymore, it's a straight-up execution. Look at him reeling, he's barely holding on. That's what happens when you cross the ninth prince. And here comes the queen herself. Chris is jumping into the fray and she's looking fiercer than ever. She drops a grease spell, talk about a slippery situation. This is high IQ gameplay, folks. Down goes the giant, he's slipping around like a cartoon character. It's honestly embarrassing to watch. Finisher time, the green orc isn't missing this chance. He's going for the absolute kill shot. Look at that impact, now that is what I call a money shot. The boss is literally getting flattened. Total annihilation. Don't mess with our boys' squad unless you want to end up like a pancake. Kshatriya walks through the smoke like a total badass. The main character energy is just radiating off him right now. Victory is sweet, but our boy knows the grind never stops. He's already looking for the next objective. Level 10, the big milestone. Finally, we're entering the double digits. You know what that means, power-ups. Time to check the loot box. The system is finally rewarding our boy for all that hard work. Battlefield protection, this sounds like some top-tier cheat code stuff. Our boy is getting spoiled by the system. He calls it the Stormtrooper effect. Basically, enemies can't aim for beans. Talk about literal plot armor as a skill. Look at that smirk. With this new passive, Kshatriya is officially untouchable. These villains are in big trouble. These trash mobs still think they have a chance. They're charging in like they want to meet their maker early. Chris has to snap him out of his power trip. No time for posing, Kshatriya. The war is still on. Boom, Felicia doesn't wait for him and unleashes a massive wind hurricane. Look at those orcs flying, absolute carnage. Kshatriya stands right in the eye of the storm. He's just observing, completely unfazed by the chaos around him. Cold. He realizes this isn't just any magic. The mana flow is different. Our boy's gamer brain is working overtime. Spirits, these butterfly-looking things are actually spirit entities. She's literally summoning the forces of nature. It turns out Felicia is a born spirit summoner. A high-tier mage and a summoner, that's basically a cheat code. She's hovering in the air like a final boss, raining down destruction. This art is absolutely god-tier. Kshatriya's looking up with that devious smirk. He's definitely wondering how he can get his hands on some of that spirit power. Suddenly, a flare rips through the sky. A yellow signal, that's never good news in the middle of a raid. The retreat command, even the orcs are confused. Why pull back when they have the momentum? Something smells fishy. Kshatriya is instantly on high alert. He knows the game's plot, and a sudden retreat usually means a trap is about to spring. He gives the order to Karak, fall back with the troops. He's taking charge like a true leader. But he isn't running away. He needs to find Caitlin. He knows she's the key to the next major event. Karak's worried, but Kshatriya isn't hearing it. When the prince says he's going solo, you let him go. Unexpected backup, Felicia steps up and says she's tagging along. The duo we didn't know we needed. She's acting all tsundere, saying she just wants to repay her debt. Sure, Felicia, we totally believe you. Karak sees he can't win this argument. He's a loyal bro through and through, trusting his prince's crazy plan. They split up. The main army retreats while our two op leads head straight into the danger zone. Kshatriya's thinking ahead. That retreat order is way too suspicious to be a coincidence. Someone's pulling the strings. Felicia's watching him closely. She's starting to realize there's way more to the weak ninth prince than meets the eye. Kshatriya plays it off cool, claiming it's just alliance business. He's a pro at keeping his cards close to his chest. Felicia isn't fully buying the it's just business excuse. The tension is real, folks. They disappear into the night, heading toward whatever disaster is waiting for Caitlin. Things are about to get wild. Uh-oh, we've got company. These red-skinned trash mobs think they can just waltz into camp. They clearly didn't get the memo. Enter Princess Felicia. She doesn't just walk in, she crashes the party with zero chill. Look at that landing. Fire magic, baby. She's literally roasting these goons alive. This isn't a fight, it's a barbecue and they're the main course. They've got her surrounded, but Felicia just smirks. These mobs are about to learn a very painful lesson. Blades and flames, she's a walking hurricane of destruction. These orcs are getting absolutely wrecked. Look at that focus, Felicia is locked in. When she gets this look, you better start running or start praying. One clean sweep and it's game over for the fodder. That's how a royal handles business, pure dominance on display. Our boy Kshatriya and Caitlin are just standing there like, damn, remind me not to get on her bad side. Kshatriya's like HMPH, just as I thought. He knew his backup was op, nothing to worry about when the big guns arrive. Felicia spots Kshatriya and immediately starts questioning why he's still here. She clearly didn't expect him to stay and help. Look at that face, she's genuinely shocked. Our boy is shattering every low expectation she ever had of him. The squad is finally reunited. They look like a real team now, ready to take on the world. But first, the sisterly reunion. Felicia goes in for the tackle hug. You love to see that wholesome family bonding. She's so happy Caitlin is safe, she's practically glowing. Even in the middle of a war zone, sisters gotta stick together. Caitlin's trying to play it cool, but you can tell she's relieved. Even the cold-hearted warriors need a hug sometimes. Kshatra's just standing there with that "I told you so" smirk. He knew exactly what he was doing bringing the cavalry. Wait, the radar's going crazy, red dots everywhere. The main army is closing in fast, time to switch gears. No use fighting a whole army when you've already won the mission. Kshatra calls for the tactical retreat. Smart play. Behold the escape route. That portal is looking like the most beautiful thing in the world right now. The whole squad steps through, leaving the trash mobs in the dust. Talk about a clean getaway. Even while retreating, Felicia can't stop talking about Kshatra. The man is officially the MVP of this operation. Even the big guy is stunned. Everyone's noticing that Kshatra isn't the weakling they used to ignore. Our boy is leveled up. Safe and sound in the camp, you can feel the relief in the air. Time to collect those rewards and celebrate. Enter the big bro, Chris. This man is a literal mountain of muscle. The prince of the lycanthropes has arrived to check the status. Caitlin is beaming with pride. She's like, look, I brought the runaway back. Felicia is just standing there looking annoyed as usual. Reunion time, Chris and Felicia share a look. It's been a minute since these high-tier siblings crossed paths. The atmosphere gets heavy. When the big players start talking, you know the real plot is about to move. Victory on all fronts. The enemy chief Yakuzan saw his camp burning and pulled a total runner. Trash can't handle the heat. Kshatra is out here forgetting the names of the guys he just destroyed. Yakuzan, who was that again? Cold as ice, baby. Chris breaks it down. The coward didn't surrender, he just fled to regroup. These villains really love making things difficult, don't they? No time for a vacation. They're planning to strike the next target tomorrow. Strike while the iron is hot, that's the motto. Chris turns the interrogation on Felicia. He wants to know exactly what she was doing out there in the first place. She claims she was just researching ruins. Yeah, okay, Felicia, we all know there's more to the story than some dusty rocks. Chris isn't buying the scholar excuse. He's got that big brother radar going off. Something is definitely fishy here. Felicia gets spicy. She's not about to let anyone question her, even if it's family. That dark elf pride is showing. Chris plays it cool and drops the subject for now. Everyone's exhausted, and a tired warrior is a dead warrior. Felicia looks away, clearly hiding a secret. She's got her own agenda, and it probably involves our boy Kshatra. The troops are fueling up. Nothing beats a hot meal after surviving a death-defying dungeon run and a civil war. Kshatra is back in his tent flexing those stats. Look at that skill list growing. He's becoming a walking cheat code. He's analyzing his gear and skills. Aura is the current meta for him, but he knows he needs more to take down Zephyr. Knock knock, it's Felicia, and wait. She changed clothes. She's looking way too fancy for a late-night chat. She's acting all mysterious, lurking in the shadows. What kind of secret mission is she about to drop on Kshatra? Kshatra is sweating. He's trying to stay composed, but a beautiful princess in his tent at night is a lot to handle. Hold up, did SHE just say take off his clothes? This went from 0 to 100 real quick. What is she planning? Look at that blush. Kshatra's soul is basically leaving his body. He wasn't prepared for these aggressive healing tactics. Felicia's just being professional though. Are you gonna let me heal you or what? Talk about a misunderstanding. Turns out it was just a high-level magic checkup. Kshatra's feeling a little silly for thinking otherwise. She noticed the weird light from before. Kshatra plays it cool, but we know he's hiding that secret sauce. Time to capitalize on the moment. Kshatra's got a special request for the princess. He knows how to butter her up. Only you can do this, Felicia, smooth operator. And it worked. 3 new healing spells added to the inventory. Kshatra's looking like a proud gamer right now. Cure, poison cure, and disease cure. Our boy is basically a walking pharmacy. You love to see the growth. Next up, it's training day with Caitlin. She's diving into the complex world of beast fist art. Today's lesson, the werewolf branch. This is the foundation of the heavy hitters. Look at that graphic. Lycanthrope martial arts sounds like exactly the kind of op buff Kshatra needs. It's the core of the beast god style. Kitelin's not messing around with the basics today. Time to master that internal aura. Kitelin's showing him how to tap into the power within. Kshatriya shuts his eyes and tunes in. This is where the magic or the aura happens. He's feeling it, aura flowing through every limb, touching the very power of his soul. System alert, protagonist's physique unlocked. Wait, did he just become the actual MC of this world? This skill is absolutely busted. Massive efficiency buffs and hidden traits. Kshatriya just hit the jackpot. Even Kshatriya can't believe it. This is the definition of broken. He's cheating the system. He's comparing it to the original game heroes. Zephyr and Locke have nothing on our boy now. And it scales, every level unlocks even more spicy features. The sky's the limit for Kshatriya. Look at that wicked grin, Kshatriya's embracing the protagonist life. It's about to get real. But Kitelin isn't having it. Concentrate, no time for inner monologues when you're in the trenches, bro. Time to get serious. They're diving headfirst into the beast fist art. This isn't just shadowboxing, it's the foundation for pure destruction. Boom, level 1 unlocked instantly. The energy is surging and you can already tell he's built different. He learns in seconds what others take years to master. Even the mentor is shook. His movements are too accurate, too fast. She's starting to realize her weak student might be a monster. Our boy is feeling the juice. His bare hands feel like lethal weapons. Imagine getting punched by a guy whose fists are literally magical blades. Training's cut short because duty calls. A scout rushes in looking like he's seen a ghost. Bad news travels fast in the demon realm. Kairam's entire unit has vanished. That's not a coincidence, that's a statement. The enemy isn't just playing around anymore. War room vibes, everyone's huddling over the map trying to figure out where the heck the reinforcements went. The pressure is mounting. The enemy caught wind of their plan. They're not just trash mobs, they've actually got a brain. This mission just got 10 times deadlier. They're tracking the rendezvous point. If they don't move fast, they're walking straight into a meat grinder. Time to see who's really the master tactician. Kshatriya's thinking 3 steps ahead. He knows the game mechanics, and he knows this terrain is a recipe for a brutal ambush. The big bro decides to take a massive gamble. We're joining forces with the main army and going for a full-scale clash. High stakes or no stakes. Welcome to the main base. The air is thick with the scent of iron and fire. The subjugation army is ready for some action. Enter General Bandal. This absolute unit of an orc looks like he could crush a boulder with his pinky. Talk about a powerhouse ally. Old warriors catching up. Bandal and the prince exchange some respect, but you can tell they're both just itching for the fight to start. Kshatriya's just chilling in the background, observing the heavy hitters. He's low-key scouting everyone's power levels while they chat. Kshatriya recognizes him. Bandal was his favorite character back in the game. It's like meeting your childhood hero, except your hero is a terrifying orc general. Time for the introduction. Kshatriya steps up, small but confident. He might be the 9th prince, but he carries himself like a king. That handshake is the ultimate seal of approval. Bandal might be huge, but he can feel the hidden strength in Kshatriya's grip. Suddenly the mood shifts. A glowing goddess with heterochromia appears. Her aura is absolutely blinding. Who let the legend out of the bag? She's staring down a literal flame demon warrior. The heat in this panel is off the charts. We're witnessing a clash of titans. Look at that design. The fire warrior looks like a total badass. If she's the enemy, our boys are going to have to work for this victory. The ultimate stare down. No words needed, just pure killing intent. The real war hasn't even started and the hype is already legendary. Our boy Kshatriya is just caught in the middle, looking like a lost kid at a high-stakes cosmic family reunion. Conquest and war. The heavy hitters of the power system are manifesting. Things are about to get real complicated for Kshatriya. And he's awake, just a dream. In this genre, a dream is usually a spoiler for the nightmare that's coming next. He's questioning reality. Most people wake up thinking about breakfast. Our boy is worrying about apocalyptic visions. He remembers the white-haired lady, but that fire warrior. She's a total wildcard that's got him sweating. No time for an existential crisis. Big Green here bursts in to say it's time to move. War waits for no prince. The camp is buzzing. Everyone's getting strapped and ready. You can practically smell the impending chaos in the air. Even the logistics crew is working overtime. Moving an army of orcs takes a lot of barrels and even more muscle. Kshatriya's getting his serious face on. He's been assigned the left flank. It's time to prove he's more than just a name. Strategic breakdown, everyone's in position. The map looks good, but we all know no plan survives contact with the enemy. Time skip, the march is over and Shutra looks like he just realized he left the stove on, or he's seeing the enemy army. Welcome to the battlefield, kid. Thousands of troops, dust everywhere, and a whole lot of people wanting his head on a pike. The orc commander is barking orders. This guy looks like he eats rocks for breakfast. Serious don't mess with me vibes. He wants to teach them the true meaning of pain. Classic villain monologue, but he's got the muscle to back it up. The charge, a wall of green and red muscle sprinting toward the enemy. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Boom, someone just popped a massive explosion right in the middle of the charge. That definitely wasn't part of the plan. The commander's face is priceless. Even he didn't expect the artillery to hit that hard. Someone brought the big guns. Something massive is moving through the smoke. The ground is shaking, and the orcs are suddenly looking a lot less confident. A swamp mammoth, you've got to be kidding me. That's a literal living fortress stomping onto the field. Explosions everywhere. The battlefield just turned into a meat grinder. Can our boy survive this absolute circus of carnage? Look at that aerial view of the carnage. The entire zone is a mess of fire and flying bodies. These trash mobs are getting launched like ragdolls. Talk about high-density destruction, Shutra is putting in work. Our boy is right in the middle of it all. He looks small, but we know he's the real threat here. Wait, we've been had. The MC realizes this whole setup was a massive baitan switch. Not good, bro. The enemy knew everything. They were waiting for this exact moment to drop the hammer on Shutra's squad. Behold the swamp mammoth. This thing is massive, ugly, and looks like it eats final bosses for breakfast. Look at those glowing red eyes. That's pure nightmare fuel right there. A true monstrosity has entered the chat. And here come the lizard men, because one giant monster wasn't enough, right? The gank is real. Shutra is scanning the field and it's bad news everywhere. The ambush is coming from every single angle. Chris is absolutely fuming. Being toyed with by these trash villains is hitting his pride hard. He's ready to snap. The call is made, fall back. Staying here means getting wrecked by an army that's 10 steps ahead. The casualties are piling up fast. If they don't pull back successfully, it's game over for the entire unit. Chris locks in. He knows a leader has to make the hard choices when the blood starts pouring. Here ME, all forces. He's taking charge, trying to keep the panic from turning into a total slaughter. Mages hold the line, everyone else get out of there. It's a desperate rearguard action to save what's left. The clashing is intense. Lizardmen and orcs are tearing into each other in a blur of blood and scales. Ambush, a lizardman tries to catch Shutra slipping with a leaping strike. These guys are relentless. Clang, Karek steps in and blocks the hit like a total badass. That's a real bro right there, saving the MC's neck. Karek tells Shutra to wake up. One wrong move in this chaos and everyone is going to die. Shutra gets his head back in the game. He realizes this isn't just a VR experience, this is life or death. Look at Chris go, he's a beast on the field, cutting through red orcs like they're made of paper. Don't die on me. Chris is a true leader, prioritizing his team's survival over everything. Let's see if they make it. Deep in the valley, their camp is tucked away, but nowhere is truly safe in this demon-infested territory. Back at camp, it's a total mess. Healers are working overtime just to keep these guys in one piece. The mood in the tent is heavy. Chris is actually blaming himself for the mess they're currently in. They're stuck between a rock and a hard place, either run away or beg for help. Both options suck. But look at Chris, he's choosing his people over his ego. That's a real leader move right there, respect. Just when things look bleak, Felicia steps up. She's got that I know something you don't look on her face. She's talking about secret ruins hidden in the Jishka Mountains. This is where the game turns into an adventure. Shutra remembers her stats. She's not a fighter, she's a genius researcher. Her brain is her ultimate weapon. Out comes the map. You know it's getting serious when the scrolls hit the table and the lore drops. Enkidu, the Earth Dragon's Lair. That sounds like a high-level dungeon with some insane rewards. Check out this art. Enkidu looks like an absolute unit. Imagine the loot hidden in that dragon's hoard. Ancient dwarves were the guardians, and they were packing some serious heat with weapons gifted by the dragon. The Anvil of Thunder, control chimeras and cast massive spells. This relic is completely busted and totally op. Felicia is dead serious. This legendary anvil is their only ticket to a massive W against the enemy. The big orc guy is skeptical though. Great story, but do we actually know where it is? Chris is being a total buzzkill. He thinks they're just chasing fairy tales while the enemy is closing in. He calls it a foolish treasure hunt. Felicia is fuming. You don't insult a researcher's life's work like that. Step aside, Kshatriya is taking the stage. He confirms the treasure is real with 100% confidence. He's tapping into those lock gameplay memories. Having a walkthrough for your life is the ultimate cheat code. Then he drops the "I believe in Felicia" line, pure class. He's securing that loyalty like a boss. Kshatriya is farming favor points like a pro. He knows exactly how to play this social game to win. Chris is still yapping, but Kshatriya is just laughing internally. This guy's persistence is actually kind of hilarious. Kshatriya points out a legendary spot on the map. This isn't just luck. Our boy is using every bit of that gamer lore to his advantage. Look at that determination. Kshatriya claims he can find the ruins if they just let him scout. He's taking the lead and nobody can stop him. He's going full throttle. Kshatriya is putting his reputation on the line here, but with those eyes, you know he's already won. Flying ghost horses, now that is a badass way to travel. The squad is moving out in style, heading straight for the objective. Karak is worried Kshatriya might fall, but Kshatriya is a veteran rider from his previous life. He could probably do this in his sleep. Kshatriya pops open his minimap. Seriously, having a GPS in a fantasy world is the ultimate cheat code. Finding the entrance is going to be light work. The real challenge, making it look like he isn't cheating. He has to lead them naturally without revealing his gamer secrets. Big brain mode activated. Kshatriya is cooking up a believable excuse to guide the group exactly where they need to go. The crew streaks through the night sky. It's a beautiful shot, but the tension is rising as they get closer to the hidden ruins. Kshatriya starts yapping about portal consistency and terrain characteristics. He's totally making this up as he goes, and his face is hilarious. The squad is dead silent. Kshatriya is sweating bullets thinking he overplayed his hand, but then they just tell him to lead the way. Success. Felicia is totally sold on the explanation. When you're this cool, people just believe whatever you say. Power of the protagonist. He actually bluffed his way through. Kshatriya is hyped that his nonsense worked. Time to show them the way he definitely knows. They reach the destination, but the vibes are off. Karak looks like he's ready to roast Kshatriya if this is a dead end. The path is blocked by a massive solid cliff. Everyone is looking at Kshatriya like, bruh, is this a joke? Karak is skeptical, but Kshatriya just hits him with that hoo-hoo laugh. That's the sound of a man who's about to break the game. Did I ever say we were heading to the entrance? That's a cold line. Kshatriya is about to show them a gamer speedrun strat. He calls up Kaitlyn for some demolition work. He wants her to smash through the literal cliffside. Talk about thinking outside the box. Kaitlyn is unsure and Felicia is baffled. They're thinking like NPCs, while Kshatriya is thinking like a pro speedrunner skipping the tutorial. Felicia starts to realize Kshatriya thinks the treasure is hidden inside the rock. The girl is finally catching on to his genius. Kshatriya explains that breaking through here skips the dungeon guardians entirely. Why fight the boss when you can just walk through the wall? Felicia calls him an idiot, wondering how Kaitlyn is supposed to punch through a mountain. Trust the process, princess, Kshatriya's got this. The disrespect, our boy is just scratching his head like, did I stutter? Watch and learn, princess. Kaitlyn doesn't need to be asked twice. She's got a PhD in destruction and she's about to graduate with honors. Boom, look at that impact frame. Kaitlyn isn't just breaking a wall, she's rewriting the map. Pure beast mode. The cliff is literally screaming for mercy. That's what we call a high-tier money shot right there. Total demolition. The dust hasn't even settled yet, but you already know the plan worked perfectly. Look at the squad standing in the rubble. They're really out here breaking the game's physics for fun. Felicia's internal logic is currently crashing. She can't believe they found the goal this fast. Welcome to the MC experience. The hidden chamber is revealed. It's cold, it's ancient, and it's definitely holding the good loot. The team moves in on the final safeguard. That half-dome looks like it's protecting something seriously legendary. Karak wants to just smash it open, but Kshatriya stops him. You can't just unga-bunga your way through every puzzle, big guy. Felicia's actually using her brain now. There's a mechanism to open this thing, and we just need to find it. Everyone's scanning the room. This is that tense detective mode part of the quest where things get interesting. 9 statues, but only 3 are armed. This is classic RPG puzzle 101. If you can't solve this, are you even a gamer? The girls think they've cracked the code. Give the other 6 statues some weapons and the door opens. Simple, right? Not so fast, they need specifically crafted dwarven swords. Felicia's stressed because those aren't exactly easy to find in a cave. Hold my beer, our boy Shutra just whips out exactly 6 dwarven swords from his inventory. He's a literal walking cheat code. He's been hoarding these since the tunnel expedition. This isn't luck, it's elite inventory management. Put some respect on his name. Karak is staring at that tiny bag like, how? The physics of inventory space is the real mystery here. Our boy just plays it off with a smirk. Hurry up and take 'em, they're heavy, classic humble brag energy. The weapons are placed, you can feel the magic starting to hum in the air, something S waking up. The statues click into place. Every gamer knows that sound, it's the sound of a boss fight or a jackpot. Check those glowing eyes, the guardians are online, things are about to get real loud real fast. Something S happening, the ground is shaking as the seal starts to rip apart. The half dome is opening, it's like unwrapping the ultimate legendary gift box from the gods. The squad is locked in, even Karak looks impressed and that big guy's seen everything. Shutra's eyes are glued to the prize. Our boy knows a game changer when he sees one. There it is, the anvil that gives birth to thunder. That thing looks absolutely mental, man. Shutra is totally speechless. Can you blame him? This isn't just some ordinary crafting station. The energy radiating off this thing is insane. It's literally humming with pure raw power. Felicia's dropping the lore. Apparently, there's one final high-stakes step to wake this beast up. Boss Lady starts giving orders. Everyone take your spots, we're doing this by the book. A clockwise mana infusion sounds like a complex high-tier raid mechanic. Let's see if they pass. Everyone S in position. The tension is so thick you could cut it with a sword, man. Felicia kicks it off and boom, the lightning is already going completely out of control. The whole circle is lit up. This is some top-tier, high-budget animation energy right here. She tells Shutra to push harder. Don't hold back now, show him that royal prince energy. Hold the line, one slip up in this whole place might just blow sky high, no cap. The anvil is soaking it all up. Look at those arcs of electricity, pure badassery on display. Shutra is feeling the burn, but he isn't backing down. That's the MC we know. Close up on that grit, he's pushing his mana to the absolute breaking limit. Karekoom, a massive lightning strike hits the center. Now that is what I call a dramatic entrance. Wait, what just happened? The vibe shifted faster than a speedrunner on a world record attempt. Shutra is seeing a battlefield filled with the fallen. This anvil is hiding some dark history. A voice rings out calling to its vassals. We just opened a door to the past. Wait, did you hear that? A voice starts booming in his head like a surround sound system from hell. This isn't just a dream. Everyone on the ground looks like ants compared to the shadow looming over them. Something massive is definitely about to drop. Enter the big gun, that's Enkidu, the earth dragon, looking like he eats final bosses for breakfast. Absolutely god-tier design right here. The dragon drops some heavy lore, protect the sacred nest. Translation, you've got a massive target on your back now, Shutra. Shutra's face says it all. He's looking right into the eyes of a literal deity. Most people would have fainted by now. The gatekeeper between realms, this is some high-stakes prophecy stuff. Our boy is getting upgraded from prince to legendary guardian real quick. And wake up, Shutra hits the floor like a sack of potatoes. Visions of world-ending dragons tend to be a bit exhausting, huh? He's huffing and puffing, probably making sure he's still got all his limbs. That was way too vivid for a casual nap. He knows that name Enkidu. In any game, seeing a black dragon means the difficulty level just hit nightmare mode. Good luck, bro. Felicia's right there looking just as shaken. Turns out this wasn't a solo trip, they all shared the same nightmare theater. She describes the molten lava dragon, and yeah, that's a match. A massive black dragon isn't exactly a common hallucination. Even the big guy saw it. When the whole squad sees the same dragon, you know the plot is about to get spicy. The team realizes they're all linked by this vision. It's like a group chat, but with 100% more ancient dragons and doom. Felicia is worried, but she's not backing down. She's got that female-led determination that keeps the story moving forward. They turn their attention to the anvil. It's glowing with a blue light that practically screams, "Touch me for more plot points." Felicia steps up. She's ready to uncover the truth, even if the truth looks like it's about to explode in her face. Kaboom! The anvil goes full Super Saiyan with a pillar of purple mana. This is why we don't touch ancient artifacts without a manual. Felicia is stuck in the eye of the storm. That purple energy looks nasty, like it's trying to rewrite her DNA on the fly. She's gritting her teeth, fighting back the overflow. This isn't just power, it's a total system overload. She's struggling hard. Kshatriya screams her name. He's not about to sit back while his teammate gets wrecked by a rogue magic anvil. He reaches out his hand, desperate to break the connection. The lighting here is amazing, pure chaos and desperation in one frame. Our boy jumps straight into the danger zone. He's going to save Felicia or die trying. Now that is what I call a protagonist. A massive explosion of mana. The whole chamber is getting rocked by this insane, crushing pressure. The crew can only watch in absolute horror. Their terrified Kshatriya won't even be the same person after this. Kshatriya's screams echo through the halls. This looks like pure agony, but greatness always comes with a price, right? Internal monologue time. To conquer is to dominate. This is the trial of the Earth Dragon and Kiddu's mana, heavy stuff. The smoke starts to clear and everyone is standing there holding their breath, waiting to see the aftermath. There he is, kneeling in the center of the crater like a straight-up boss. Talk about a dramatic entrance. Look at those purple flames. Our boy Kshatriya just leveled up in the most badass way possible. He looks dangerous. That look in his eyes, he's got that don't mess with me aura now, total transformation, and I am here for it. Meanwhile, deep in the canyon, a bunch of random orcs are just chilling around their campfires, totally oblivious. But they aren't alone. Some shady figures are watching them from the shadows above. This can't be good. It's a scout from the Scarlet Lightning tribe. He's got his eyes on the prize and looks ready to pounce. He's mocking them for thinking they could hide. These poor trash mobs are about to get absolutely wrecked. The scout asks his boss if they should strike immediately. These guys are clearly thirsty for some blood tonight. Enter Lord Yakuzen, the chieftain. This guy looks like he eats boulders for breakfast and hunts dragons for fun. He doesn't need many words. That cold, calculated glare tells you everything you need to know about his intent. Prepare yourselves, we're cleaning up the stragglers. The order is given and the hype train is moving. The orcs in the camp below have zero clue that death is literally hovering right over their heads. Suddenly they hear a whistle in the air. That ain't no bird, fellas, that's the sound of your doom. Boom, a massive fireball rains down from the sky like a meteor. The surprise attack is officially underway. The whole camp is turning into an absolute inferno. It's total chaos in a matter of seconds, no mercy shown. Explosions everywhere. Yakuzen isn't just attacking, he's trying to erase these guys from the map entirely. And here come the war mammoths. The Scarlet Lightning tribe is charging in to finish the job. Absolute carnage. Look at them screaming for blood. They really think our squad is an easy snack. Big mistake. Chris is right in the thick of it, looking stressed. He's realizing they're in deep trouble without the sisters. We'll all be annihilated. Relax, bro, the main character hasn't even started his turn yet. The red orc boss is chilling on his cliff like he's already won, so cocky for a side villain. Laughing and calling everyone stupid, this guy is just begging for a reality check. Stay humble, buddy. He tells his shamans to finish the job. He's acting like he's the final boss of the game. Wait, what's this? This shaman's hand is glowing, but it's completely locked up. Something is very wrong. Look at that panic. He can't move a muscle and his mana is being hijacked. Talk about a major glitch. Suddenly, a giant purple glowing mammoth crashes the party. This beast is radiating pure wreck house energy. Look at those glowing eyes. That is the face of your impending doom. These orcs are officially screwed. It's total carnage. The mammoth is plowing through the orc army like they're made of paper. Absolutely savage. The orc boss is losing his mind. He can't believe his own environment is turning his soldiers into pancakes. Why are they attacking us? Because you're not that guy, pal. You're just a mob in Kshatriya's world. Chris is just standing there speechless. He has no idea who's controlling this absolute unit of a beast. And there he is. Our boy Kshatriya is holding something that looks suspiciously like a legendary power-up. Check out that violet lightning. Kshatriya is wielding a hammer that's crackling with some serious world-ending mana. This thing is gorgeous and terrifying all at once. Our boy just went from prince to powerhouse in seconds. Felicia is back and she's completely shook. She recognizes that weapon immediately. It's the Thunder Hammer. The Thunder Hammer is the legendary pair to the anvil. This is like finding a cheat code in real life. Felicia can't believe her eyes. The artifact in Kiddu has officially chosen Kshatriya as its master. Legend status unlocked. Our boy is looking at the hammer like, wait me. Yeah, you bro, you're the chosen one now. Kshatriya is confused, but the power is real. Get ready, because the demon realm is about to be turned upside down. The princess is hyped up and screaming for him to drop the hammer. Do it for the fans, Kshatriya. The purple mana starts swirling, and it's getting spicy. You can feel the power level rising just by looking at the screen. He's downloading the instructions directly into his brain. Wielding a legendary weapon, just another Tuesday for our op prince. Conquer and dominate. Now that's a motto I can get behind. Kshatriya is fully embracing his inner demon king right now. He swings it down with zero hesitation. The frame is practically vibrating from the sheer force he's putting out. Check that evil grin, that's the face of a man who knows he's already won. The swamp mammoth is about to become a puppet. A massive pillar of light erupts. If you didn't know he was the MC before, you definitely know it now. The mammoth's eyes go purple. It's official, Kshatriya is the new beast master in town, look at those tusks. Total chaos. The mammoth is treating the enemy army like a mosh pit, and nobody invited the Scarlet Lightning tribe. These trash mobs are losing it. Why are they attacking us? Because our boy owns your pets now, that's why. The panic is real. They're getting wrecked from the inside out, and there's absolutely nothing they can do about it. Look at this absolute unit smashing through the lines. The art is going crazy right now, showing the pure weight of the carnage. The allied general finally realizes the plan worked. Our boy didn't just pull it off, he overdelivered like a legend. Kill them all, the allies are smelling blood in the water. It's a full-on stampede now, and the enemies are cooked. Total carnage on the field. The tide has completely turned thanks to one legendary play. Look at that sword clash. Wait, who's this new challenger on the cliff? He looks like he walked straight out of a Badass Entrances compilation. The enemy leaders are panicking. They've never seen mana this overwhelming. Welcome to the Kshatriya show, boys. They're actually thinking about running away. Too late for that, you messed with the wrong prince today. A blonde warrior drops in like a tactical nuke. The ground is literally shattering under his feet. Talk about an entrance. This guy is cold, he doesn't even need to shout. His aura is doing all the talking for him. Game over. He's offering a painless death if they surrender. That's the ultimate flex. The enemy leader looks like he's about to cry. The orc tries one last desperate swing, screaming like his life depends on it. News flash, it definitely does. Money shot, beast god fist art unleashed. That's what you call a shredding. Our boy's ally is absolutely op. And just like that, the chieftain's head is literally rolling. Clean work, no notes, that's how you handle trash. The rest of the orcs see their boss get deleted and immediately decide it's time for a long-distance run. Our beast bro just casually wipes the blood off his hand. Total boss move after a flawless victory. Meanwhile, our boy Kshatriya is playing it smart, checking in on the rest of the squad in his head. He knows the plan depended on Felicia and the others holding their own. Hopefully, they aren't in over their heads. Switching over, we see they're using the anvil's power to control the guardians. High-stakes gaming right here. But damn, Felicia is looking rough. That kind of massive mana output is no joke even for a princess. She's literally swaying on her feet. Princess needs a break before she passes out mid-battle. Stay strong, girl. Even while exhausted, she's acting tough for the team. We love a determined queen who refuses to quit. The team decides they need to find a safe zone ASAP. No point in dying to fatigue now. But wait, did someone just call out for our boy Kshatriya? The reunion might be happening sooner than expected. Back to Kshatriya, who is busy collecting that sweet XP. 3 level-ups in a row, absolute gains. He's looking at his stats like a boss. Controlling that relic was a massive IQ play with even bigger rewards. Oh, it gets even better. His conquest level is climbing. This is how you build a demon empire, folks. Look at this skill tree. Under the king's banner is leveling up too. He's basically a walking cheat code now. That smirk says it all. More power means more ways to wreck his enemies and survive this crazy game. He's checking out the new King's Knight skill when someone loudly interrupts his grind session. Who dares? It's Caitlin. She finally caught up, and she looks like she's about to explode from worry and anger. Kshatriya realizes he pulled a classic left for milk and never came back move. He knows what's coming next. Boom, right in the kisser, Caitlin serves up a fresh knuckle sandwich for Kshatriya's disappearing act. Totally deserved. She is absolutely laying into him, disappearing suddenly. Yeah, she wasn't having any of that. Kshatriya's just gotta take the L here. Wait, plans changed, they aren't going straight back. Kshatriya's confused, and honestly so am I. What's the holdup? Kaitlin drops the bomb, a major problem just crashed their travel plans. This never sounds good for the squad. Look at that face, Shutra knows something's gone sideways. When the MC looks this concerned, you know it's serious business. Oh no, Felicia is down for the count. She's out cold and looking rough. The stress must have finally broken her. The healers are working overtime, but she's totally drained. That Scarlet Lightning tribe really did a number on her stamina. Kaitlin is stressed out of her mind. Felicia's not waking up anytime soon, and that puts the whole mission on pause. No Felicia, no Phantom Steed. They're stuck in the middle of nowhere. Time for an impromptu camping trip, I guess. Our boy is checking in on Big Sis. He's got a soft side for his crew, even if he's a total beast in battle. Night falls on the ruins. Karak is out here snoring like a literal monster, but Shutra is still wide awake. While everyone's catching Z's, our boy is deep in thought. He's not the type to just sit around and do nothing. Gamer logic check, he realized that leveling up fully restored his stamina. Man, being an MC is basically a cheat code. He's feeling 100% and bored as heck. Why wait until morning when there's a whole dungeon to explore, right? He spots a door. Oh, here we go. The gears are turning in Shutra's head. This smells like side quest energy. Ruins plus dungeon equals hidden loot. Our boy knows the drill. There's probably some op gear behind that door. He knows it's not gonna be easy, traps, guardians, the whole works. But that's just a Tuesday for Shutra. He pulls out that mysterious purple glowing cube. This thing radiates pure final boss energy. Time to flex the power of conquest. The anvil power is surging. He's basically claiming ownership of the entire ruin. Talk about an absolute power trip. Inside these walls, he's not just a prince, he's a god. The anvil grants him absolute authority over the dungeon. Look at that evil grin, he's got a VIP pass to all the treasure. These ruins are officially Shutra's playground now. Karak is still dead to the world. It's actually impressive how much that orc can sleep through a magical light show. Wake up, big guy, our boy needs his muscle for a little midnight raid. Time to go shopping for some legendary loot. Shutra's like, get up, we're going on a little field trip. Karak has no idea what he's about to be dragged into. Karak is worried about rules, but Shutra reminds him who the boss is. When you're the prince, you make the rules. They're hunting for weapons now. Shutra knows these ruins are an absolute goldmine for any player worth their salt. Karak's about to have a heart attack. That's a massive griffin arc golem sleeping right there. One wrong move and it's game over. Shutra's dropping knowledge on the arc golems while Karak just wants to be anywhere else. The difference in confidence is hilarious. Our boy is out here joking about dying while Karak is sweating bullets. This duo is pure comedy gold, man. Karak tries to call it caution, but Shutra knows a coward when he sees one. Keep it moving, big guy. Boom, jackpot, look at all that gold and gear. This is the moment every gamer lives for, total loot heaven. Karak finds a shiny piece of armor looking like a kid in a candy store. Let's see if it's actually worth the hype. Shutra uses his MC vision to scan the goods. Magic armor, yeah, that's a massive upgrade for our boy's squad. Karak's eyes are literally popping out of his head. He can't believe Shutra is actually offering it to him for free. Our boy is a generous king. He hands over the gear because it's too big. Karak is officially a fan for life now. Shutra's always looking for the next big thing. He spots something sparkling on the side table. What's the prize this time? Ancient gold coins. You already know those are going straight into the inventory. Never leave money on the table, folks. Grab everything that isn't nailed down. Shutra is teaching Karak the way of the ultimate looter. No coin left behind. Wait, Shutra's gamer senses are tingling. He spots a chest that looks a little too special to just be some random decoration. He gives it a little nudge and we hear that satisfying click. Something big is about to happen, I can feel it. Our boy's reaction says it all. He just unlocked a secret path. This is where the real rewards are kept. That red glow is screaming secret room. Shutra is basically a magnet for secret stages and hidden loot. Look at that mysterious doorway. Whatever is in there, it's definitely not common tier loot. This is the big leagues. Look at those sparkly eyes. Our boy knows he's about to find something brokenly op. Let's see the goods. Taking that first step into the unknown, let's see what kind of game-breaking gear we're dealing with. Boom, a massive chamber with a glowing artifact sitting right on a pedestal. Jackpot, baby. Wait, he's sensing something heavy. The vibe in this room just went from loot hunt to destiny moment real quick. A floating gauntlet radiating red energy. That is definitely some endgame gear just waiting for a master. The mana coming off this thing is insane. Even through the screen, you can feel the power levels rising. He knows the name immediately, Enkidu's Gauntlet Earthquaker. That name just screams raw, unadulterated power. He's walking up to claim his prize. No hesitation from our boy when legendary loot is on the line. The Gauntlet's calling him the valiant knight of conquest. Destiny is knocking and Kshatriya is answering the door. It's literally calling to him. When the loot picks you, you know you're the MC of this world. Are you serious? The system's trying to gatekeep with insufficient everything. Talk about a major buzzkill. He's like, bro, are you really gonna do me like this? Kshatriya's not about to let a pop-up stop him. But wait, the Earthquaker doesn't care about the rules. It's glowing even brighter, sensing Kshatriya's potential. Permission granted, the Gauntlet just overrode the system to pick our boy. Absolute Chad move by the armor. It's flying through the air. This gear is so hyped to be used by Kshatriya it's basically equipping itself. Whoa, that mana burst is insane. It's locking onto his arm like it was forged specifically for him. Instant plus 10 to strength, mana, and endurance. Talk about a massive power-up from just one item. Even Kshatriya is shocked at how much his stats just spiked. This thing is straight up broken and I love it. Just imagine the damage he'll do once he actually levels up properly. These villains are absolutely cooked. Look at that glow. Kshatriya's officially upgraded to badass status with this new piece of gear. Enkidu's Gauntlet, this is way better than a standard loot drop. This is game-changing stuff right here. Uh-oh, someone's watching. Karak pops up out of nowhere with that scary orc energy. Stealth level 0. Busted, Karak saw the whole transformation. Good thing he's a bro, otherwise we'd have some explaining to do. Kshatriya's sweating bullets. If people find out he's got a game-breaking inventory, his peaceful life is over. Time for some quick thinking. Karak gets it, this kind of power attracts the wrong kind of attention. He's actually looking out for the prince. What a total bro, Karak promises to take the secret to the grave. That's loyalty you can't buy with gold. Secret safe, loot secured. Now it's time to get out of this creepy basement before things get weirder. Our boy is feeling himself. He knows he's the main character in this show, and he's loving every second of it. Let's bounce, they've got everything they need, or so they thought. Walking through a room full of gold like it's nothing. When you're a prince, piles of treasure are just floor decorations. Wait, hold up, Kshatriya's op senses are tingling. He spotted something even better than gold. Karak, stop, he's seen a game changer hidden in the clutter. Every gamer knows the rarest loot is always in the corner. Karak is totally lost. To him it's just more junk, but Kshatriya knows the value of a good item drop. Boom, there it is. The exact potion they need to get their heavy hitter back in the game. Bottoms up, Felicia is getting that high-grade mana recovery. This stuff is basically liquid cheat codes. Look at that glow, the mana is surging back. Our boy just saved the day with a well-timed item usage. She's awake, Felicia looks confused, but hey, being alive is better than being a mana-drained battery. Hey there, sleeping beauty. Kshatriya is playing it cool, acting like he didn't just pull a miracle out of his pocket. Caitlin is about to cry from relief. The squad is back together, and it's all thanks to Kshatriya's quick thinking. Look at the shine on that bottle, that's the good stuff. Even the items in this series have better drip than the villains. Felicia is smart though. She's wondering where a trash prince got such a rare recovery potion in the middle of a dungeon. Time for some smooth talking. Kshatriya is setting the stage to explain away his lucky find. The ruins, Felicia, think about where we are. He's leading her right where he wants her. Look at that smug face. I'm the ruler of these ruins, remember, he's flexing his authority like a true boss. Just rest and let the mana do its work. He's basically telling her to shut up and enjoy the carry. Absolute legend. And check out that blush. Felicia is full-on tsundere mode now, stuttering out a thank you. Our boys got accidental riz for days. The sun sets over the camp as the squad makes their triumphant return. You love to see it after all that chaos. The orcs are losing their minds. Everyone's hyped to see the prince and princess back from their world-class dungeon dive. But wait, who's that waiting for them? The atmosphere shifts real quick as a heavy hitter steps into view. It's Chris, looking buff and stoic as ever. You can tell this guy breathes gym air and pure intensity. Chris actually praises Felicia and she plays it off like it was nothing. Typical, she's definitely loving the attention though. Kshatriya's just vibing in the back, enjoying the rare wholesome sibling moment. It's the calm before the storm, fellas. Chris tells them to go rest while the army handles the cleanup. Vacation time, Kshatriya is already dreaming of a nap. 2 weeks of free time. Our boy is doing the math, thinking he's finally earned some quality relaxation. Psych, Kaitlin whispers in his ear and shuts that dream down instantly. Vacation my ass. Oh, he's in trouble now. Look at that terrifyingly beautiful smile. Kaitlin has plans for Shutra, and they definitely don't involve sitting around. Boom, welcome to the grind. Before he can even argue, Shutra is getting absolutely launched into the next zip code. Kaitlin is not playing, she tells him to pull it together or suffer. This isn't training, it's a survival trial. Our boy is face down in the dirt, rethinking every life choice that led him here. Rest in peace, vacation dreams. He's calling it brutal, and he's right. This is the legendary Beast Fist art training, and it looks like pure torture. Kaitlin's special favor turned out to be a one-way ticket to a beatdown. Talk about a reality check for the prince. 5 days in, and it's just non-stop explosions and bruises. If he survives this, he's going to be a beast. Fast forward to day 11, finally the punches aren't just blurs, he's actually seeing the attacks coming now, progress. Dodging like a pro, Shutra's starting to move with that main character energy we love. Look at that clean evasion. Kaitlin's impressed, keep up, she says, Shutra's just getting started sis, he's finally talking back with his fists. Level 5 reached for both art and aura. That's the smell of hard work and a whole lot of sweat paying off. Now it's time for the secret sauce, the Beast God Fist art. Things are about to get seriously spicy for our boy. Shutra's hyped, even Kaitlin's shocked at how fast he's leveling. Our boy is a natural-born genius at this game. The secret technique of the lycanthropes. Shutra's already imagining how many trash mobs he's going to wreck with this power. Kaitlin gets close and grabs his hands. It's time for some direct aura tutoring. This is high-level master-student stuff. Don't miss a thing, she warns. Look at those eyes, she's dead serious. Shutra is locked in and ready. Look at that confident face. Yeah, he's ready to absorb every bit of knowledge she's got to offer. The aura starts flowing, hand-to-hand transfer is always a money shot. Look at that vibrant blue glow connecting them. Whoa, a literal pillar of power, the art here is straight-up god tier. That energy is absolutely off the charts. Shutra's zenning out, he's feeling every vibration of her aura, soaking it up like a sponge. Pure concentration. It's deeper, stronger, and guiding him. This is a total level-up moment for his spiritual awareness. He's evolving. Aura is life, and Shutra's merging it with the power of conquest. This is getting cold, he's reclaiming his soul. Floating in a sea of pure power, is this true aura, he asks. Man, the vibes in this panel are immaculate. Ding, the system loves the hustle. Stats are flying up and levels are rising. We love to see those notifications. Kaitlin's face says it all, she's absolutely floored. She knew he was good, but she didn't know he was this good. Beast God Fist art unlocked. Look at that pose. Shutra is looking like a total unit right now. Badassery confirmed. Checking out the new goods, those blue flames on his hand, that's some high-level aesthetic right there. Simply cold. The sheer force of his presence left a crater. He's literally reshaping the landscape just by standing there. Savage. Level 14 reached. Shutra's looking smug, and he's earned it. He's not just a prince anymore, he's becoming a legend. Look at that smirk. Shutra knows the tutorial phase is officially over. Now the real fun begins. Karek's watching like a proud dad. He's seen our boy go from trash to a total menace. The next morning rolls around and the vibes in the camp are shifting. Something big is coming. Breakfast time, Shutra is playing it cool, grabbing a bite with the beautiful but deadly Felicia. He's shifting into diplomat mode, trying to dig up some info while the guard is down. He drops the question, what's the deal with her and Chris? The air in the room just got frosty. Shutra knows if he wants to survive, he needs both of these powerhouses in his corner. Felicia's looking distant. You can tell there's some deep-seated family drama brewing beneath that calm exterior. She claims nothing happened, but her eyes say otherwise. These high-ranking demons love their secrets, don't they? Then our boy mentions Sylvan. The atmosphere doesn't just drop, it hits absolute zero. Whoa, chill, Felicia snaps back, telling him not to throw that name around so lightly. Sensitive topic alert. Sylvan Doomblade. Shutra remembers him from the game, a total monster who gave even Zephyr a hard time. Just as things get spicy, look who decides to walk in. Chris, the ultimate vibe killer. The look on their faces is priceless. They were just talking trash and now the boss is here. Chris doesn't care about the gossip. He tells them to pack their gear, we're moving out today. Shutra's caught off guard. He thought they had more time, but the plot is moving fast. No more stalling. Business is finished here and it's time to report back to the big leagues. Time for some wholesome goodbyes. The orcs really respect our boy after seeing him handle business. Bandal gives the respect. He's seen enough to know this prince isn't like the others. Kshatra gives him that cold, confident smile. He's building an army of loyal followers everywhere he goes. Chris leads the way out. This squad is looking absolutely stacked right now. Next stop, the Demon King's castle. This is where the real power struggles and backstabbing begin. Kshatra calls Karak over with that, "I've got a plan, look. You know things are about to get wild for our boy's main tank. Look at those sparkles." Kshatra asks Karak if he's ready to be a guinea pig for a little experiment. He's definitely plotting something up. Karak is sweating bullets, man. He knows the prince's experiments usually mean he's about to get put through the ringer for some massive gains. Kshatra pulls out the steel. He's officially appointing Karak as his knight. This is the moment a sidekick becomes a legend. Boom, the magic circle ignites and Karak is suddenly glowing like he just found a cheat code. The power-up is real. The orc is dazed. He can feel his very soul being reshaped by Kshatra's overwhelming influence. Talk about a total metamorphosis. Loyalty level MAXCD. Karak just evolved into a rank I soldier and knight commander. Look at that power creep, it's absolutely beautiful. Kshatra's evil grin is back. He's absolutely loving how easy it is to manipulate the game's settings and buff his subordinates to the moon. Karak is still checking his hands like, what even is this strength? He went from trash mob status to a walking fortress in seconds. Kshatra is selling the dream, asking if he wants to be the world's strongest orc. Our boy is the ultimate motivational speaker. He's promising to raise Karak into an orc emperor who can scrap with dragons. Kshatra isn't just playing the game, he's breaking it. Cut to the morning at this mysterious tower. The atmosphere is heavy with mystery as the squad prepares for the next big journey. The whole party gathers at the massive teleportation circle. This is where the real adventure kicks off. Look at this squad composition. Big Bro is ready to roll. With a party this stacked, whatever is waiting on the other side is about to get completely wrecked. Kshatra gives the cold nod. He's calculated, focused, and ready to flip the entire world script once again. Let's get it. The circle flares up with blinding blue light. They're about to warp across the map in true badass fashion. Teleportation is hit or miss, and it looks like Kshatra is catching the miss part. Hang in there, Prince. Motion sickness is the real villain. He's literally falling through the void. Definitely not the 5-star travel experience our boy was hoping for. Someone fix the lag. They finally land, and Kshatra is trying to remember which way is up. Even an op prince has to deal with physics sometimes. Felicia checks on him, making sure our boy hasn't lost his lunch. The party chemistry is actually getting pretty wholesome. You love to see it. Suddenly, a voice rings out. Looks like they've officially entered the territory of the elves. Time to meet the locals. The local elves start mobbing Felicia immediately. She's basically a celebrity in this neck of the woods, and Kshatra is just watching the chaos. Look at that smug grin. She knows she's got a literal cult following in this castle. Our boy Kshatra is just standing there like, is this a fan club meeting or what? Talk about awkward. Even Kitelin's getting the VIP treatment from the Beastmen. Everyone's getting love except our boy. Kshatra's looking around like, hello, anyone for the 9th prince? Crickets, man, absolute crickets. The disrespect is real. People are literally whispering and laughing at him while he just stands there. He's seeing the hierarchy clearly now. In this castle, if you don't have power, you're invisible. But look at that smirk, he isn't pressed. This was all part of the plan. He turns to Karak, his only real day one, ready to start the climb from the bottom. Let's flip the script one step at a time. This is the grind set we love to see. Look at this castle, man. Huge, intimidating, and full of snobs just waiting to look down on our boy. They get sent to their room, but it's basically a dusty attic full of spiders. Cobwebs, old crates, and junk everywhere. They really trying to treat a prince like a janitor. Karak's trying to stay positive, saying they can unpack, but Kshatra's just done with this trash. Spending free time more like being left to rot in a storage closet. The disrespect. Suddenly there's a knock, finally some service for the 9th prince. Enter Flora Sevensword. She's from real estate and she looks way too professional for this dump. Turns out our boy's recent hard work paid off. His merit level just skyrocketed. Moving day, he's finally eligible to get out of this spider-infested hole and into a real palace. He meets Isabella at the Office of Merits. She looks like she's ready to crunch some numbers. Kshatriya can't believe it, new residence. He's about to upgrade his lifestyle big time. The stats don't lie, look at that glow up coming. Level 5 merit and 15,000 points in the bank. Our boy is officially no longer a bottom-tier prince. A monthly stipend jump from 5 gold to 500, that's a 100x increase. Our boy is officially swimming in the bag now. The clerk is totally glazing him. No prince has ever pulled numbers like this on their first mission. Our boy is just built different. Kshatriya isn't wasting time. He wants to see his new crib immediately. From rags to riches in record time, let's go. Karak's face is absolutely priceless. He's looking like he just saw a ghost or maybe just a really big paycheck. Check out this mansion. This isn't just a house, it's a straight-up palace under a blood-red moon. Talk about an upgrade from the slums. They're greeted at the gate, but Karak is still stuck in error mode. He can't believe the 9th prince is actually winning this hard. Enter Flora Sevensword, the new head maid. She's top-tier staff and her stats say she's a follower of the goddess of dreams. Pure quality. Kshatriya explains he hired her with his merit points. Karak is lost in the sauce, but our boy is just playing the system. Karak thinks Kshatriya is talking nonsense, but that's just the gap between a pro gamer and a regular NPC. The mansion is lit. Time skip to the next day. The big audience ceremony is finally here, and the castle is looking more intimidating than ever. Karak is literally vibrating with nerves. Our boy just roasts him, telling him to go handle his business before he ruins the vibe. Even Kshatriya is feeling the heat a little bit. Dressed up in that white suit, he's looking like a main character ready to debut. Someone's impressed. Our boy is sipping his drink when the high-tier waif has finally arrived to join the party. Whoa, the drip is legendary. Felicia and the girls show up absolutely stunning. Felicia even hand-picked Kshatriya's outfit, she's got top-tier taste. The purple-haired cutie is clearly a fan of Kshatriya's new look. She's giving him all the compliments, and our boy is actually blushing. Kshatriya returns the favor, telling them they look amazing too. The squad chemistry is off the charts right now, fam. The whole room is glowing with wholesome energy. Even Felicia is acting a bit bashful. This is the calm before the storm. Big bro Chris slides into the frame. He's here to remind Kshatriya that this is his first official audience. No pressure, right? Chris tells him straight up, today you are the star. He wants Kshatriya to show everyone in the castle who's really in charge. Kshatriya locks in. That determined look says it all. He's done being the underdog, it's time to become the apex predator. The massive gates swing open, the light is blinding but the path is clear. It's showtime for the prince they all dismissed. Look at that walk, the squad is rolling deep with that final boss energy. Every hater in this room is about to get wrecked. The entire court is watching. This is the ultimate stage for our boy to make his mark. Even the 7th prince is acting humble. You know the vibe is serious when the big brothers start kneeling. Meet Demon King Mitra. This guy radiates pure final boss energy, just look at that presence. Achievement report time. The atmosphere is so heavy you could cut it with a blade. Our boy is feeling the heat. Facing the strongest being in the realm is no joke. He's realizing the terrifying truth. You never underestimate the man on that throne. The pressure is insane. Mitra's aura towers over Kshatriya like a god of destruction. Kshatriya is shaking. This isn't just a mental game, the physical weight of that power is crushing him. He's barely holding it together. One wrong move and he'll be erased from existence right here. But the power of conquest says not today. He's reminded that he carries the soul of a king. A light flickers in his heart. Our boy is digging deep to find his own inner fire. He's staring right back into that abyss. Overcome the gaze and the fear, be the king you were meant to be. Gritting his teeth, Kshatriya refuses to break. He's taking all that suffocating pressure and pushing back. Boom, an explosion of pure willpower. He's shattering the king's aura with his own golden resolve. Look at those glowing eyes. The power of conquest is in full effect and it is absolute fire. The Demon King is watching closely. This kid actually managed to resist his authority. He actually speaks, he calls out Kshatriya specifically. You could hear a pin drop in the entire room. Siblings, shocked, look at those faces. They can't believe the loser is getting the VIP treatment. Kshatriya stands tall, no longer crushed. He's officially entered the conversation of the true successors. I look forward to your achievements. That's a massive W. The king basically just gave him a blank check. The crowd is losing their minds. The king never uses names. Kshatriya just broke the server. The siblings are staring daggers. wondering how this invisible prince suddenly became the star of the show. Kshatra's just soaking it in. That one simple sentence from the king just flipped the entire political script. Our boy isn't just some background character anymore, he's officially a main player. Look at that determination. Kshatra locks in, vowing to live up to the hype. First audience, absolute victory. He didn't just survive, he left everyone stunned. Let's freaking go.